welcome back to Echoes of the Past. We're missing a player because she'll be here in a minute. Anyway, as a recap, last session, we went to the Golden Canopies. Adam, do you want to give us a recap on what happened? Because it was your session.
Well, things tried to happen. I really tried to make some things happen. Mask showed up, if you remember. That was supposed to be the main plot. Yeah, I want to keep most of it a secret so Vicky can hear the proper thing.
Oh yeah, good point. Oh yeah, Vicky hasn't heard it. Well, we went to the Golden Canopies.
Seen it.
We got up to some high jinks and did some terrible Scottish accent. And then the session before that, our main session before we took that small little detour back in the past to the Golden Canopies, our main group climbed the roots of Yggdrasil to avoid imminent disaster as the Argon chamber was beginning to reignite and attempt to pull Flopsy into the middle. Unknown as to why, but you get the sense that Gatter's Cross was trying to blow her up like a nuclear bomb. But you all managed to make really good rolls, and you are currently climbing the roots of Yggdrasil. And as you are climbing, you climb up for about 20 to 30 feet, and you feel yourselves getting woozy. You feel yourselves feeling lightheaded as you are climbing up these roots. Now, this feeling doesn't feel great, because it feels like you could fall from these roots at any time and fall straight back down into the Argon chamber below, which you're now about 60 feet up. But along with the feeling of drowsiness is the feeling of weightlessness. And actually your vision then starts to blur. As you are climbing up these roots, you feel yourself being taken by them and actually guided somewhere until all of your visions fade to black. And some time goes by that you feel yourself in this almost fugue state of nothingness. You can't see each other. You're only sort of in your own mind, almost like this kind of coma state, until you all begin to gain consciousness in a very peculiar place, as you can see here. So I'm not going to tell you too much, but you are, as you will sort of come to, very groggy. You're unaware of how long you have been out for, but it feels like quite some time. You're in this rocky cavern. But when I say rocky cavern, that's what it first feels like. But the rock underneath your feet feels different, especially you, Hew, coming from such a nature background. You know granite, you know other types of rocks. This doesn't feel like anything that you felt before. The rock is very soft. It crumbles beneath your feet as you sort of move one of your arms to sort of get a footing. The rocks just sort of crumble beneath your feet and make sort of this fine layer of dust, but it's quite heavy dust. The physics here doesn't really work in the same way than you're used to on Faerûn. The cavern itself is completely closed off, apart from the one open entrance. And you can see what appears to be sun rays coming in, but again, this is very cold and it's not giving off any kind of heat that you would expect. And out in the environment that you see in front of you is just almost like a wasteland with a couple of jagged rocks and that look to be sort of put up for as kind of monuments. But like I said, you are all in a cavern right now. What would you all like to do?
So is it like an enclosed cave, or is it a...
Yeah, so you get back up and you turn back and it is just a completely enclosed cave. You can't see any of the Yggdrasil roots. You can't see anywhere that you've come from It just appears that you have been placed here by something. Not quite sure how you've got here.
Flopsy is going to head over straight to Julius's body. I'm presuming he probably just hasn't woken up.
Just hasn't woken up yet, that's right, yeah.
Yeah. And she's just going to be like shaking him and trying to like slap him awake. It's going to become increasingly more violent. Waking up.
Yeah, and right now, because of mechanics reason that the person isn't here, they do not wake. But on a easy, with your passive medicine, never used that one before, hey, you can tell that Julius is not dead.
Cool. That's good. And then I'm going to whip my head round to Lugus, who I am presuming is waking up.
Yeah. I'll stretch my little limbs.
Lugus, where are we?
Oh, we're in a cave.
This place feels familiar to you, but not at the same time. This feels like home. It smells like home. The air, just the sort of the everything around you feels like home, but it sure doesn't look like it.
Oh, we're definitely on the same plane. Well, not the same plane, my plane, but geographically, I'm a bit short there.
Right, well, perhaps we should get moving and just hope for some kind of sign as to where we are and how to get back, you know?
Yeah, we'll just find a forest.
Are there any?
Hew?
Are there any? Can I see? You mentioned it was dusty. Are there any like other prints or tracks or anything that we can see?
Oh, good shout. What out of interest, Hew? What is your sort of passive investigation? I don't think I've ever checked you.
Passive investigation on here.
Make me an active investigation while you're there, but I wouldn't mind just knowing you're passive as well.
Active investigation. There we go. Let's do that. Let me just find it on D&D Beyond because it's just simpler to.
That didn't show up as you rolling anything, but it was a 15. So what's your modifier? I'll have a look.
Oh, it's yeah, it's just a flat roll for investigation.
Yeah, it just did pop up in the chat for some reason. Oh, there it is. It was just mine.
Yeah.
With a 15, you do see some tracks, but they appear to be almost going in circles. The footprints themselves are very, very small. Little small boots, by the looks of it. And they seem to be just sort of going in circles, doing sort of figure eights. And then you notice that the tracks stop for 1 or 2 feet. And then they begin going again, almost as if someone has jumped. And then you notice that the tracks start to look like somebody is skipping or not walking in the intended nature. But they do eventually, as you're sort of just following them round with 15, do go out of this cavern. Now, while we're rolling, Vicky, remind me again what your passive perception is?
Passive perception is 18. Passive investigation is 21.
Oh, 21. Yeah, so you would have definitely noticed the tracks as well. But can you, everybody, go ahead and roll me an active perception check for me?
Shite. I'm too focused on Julius.
Yeah.
I'm pretty good. 16.
Pretty good, but you are not good enough. It's only because I rolled so wet. Mwah, mwah, mwah. But I suppose what you guys will hear, apart from you, Hew, you're following tracks. But Flopsy, with your passive perception and Lugus, your sort of active perception, just sort of looking around, you don't see anything, but you do hear a shuffle. and it's a shuffle of, imagine two rocks being sort of ground together, and then the sound sort of disappears. Yeah.
In what direction?
In just outside and to the left of the cave entrance, so you wouldn't have seen. Maybe if you were quicker, maybe if you had rolled better for your perception, you may have seen something, but for this you would have just heard something.
I'll throw myself off the mage hand.
I'm gonna get my bow out and I'll look at Hew. Hew.
No, yes. Have you seen the footprints over here?
Yeah, I have. I was just wondering, Julius hasn't woken up yet because he's a lazy bastard. Could you please just, like, I don't know, carry him or something just to get him out of the way?
A little stick of a thing, of course, and I'll just get Julius up on my shoulder.
That's it, just fireman's lift with no effort
there we
at
go.
all.
I'm going to point my bow at the left corner of the cave entrance.
Okay. But staying where you are, or are you proceeding?
Staying where I am.
Okay.
Who's there?
Let me just roll something. You just hear this sort of shuffling of rocks again, but no response. And I'd say a couple of minutes go by, and you don't see anything as you've sort of knocked your arrow back and you're sort of taking aim, and you can feel your sort of your arms straining against sort of pulling it back and waiting. But yeah, you don't see anything.
Look, we won't hurt you. If you mean to be peaceful, come out now.
I'll psychically. How far away would?
You're about 30 foot from the entrance. I'm going to say it's probably a 35 foot deep cave.
Okay.
Roll a persuasion check for me, Flopsy.
I'm so
Or intimidation,
good.
your choice. However you want to do it. It sounded
I'm not
persuasive
trying to be
me.
intimidating.
Yeah?
17.
A 17. All right. You'll hear this. You'll hear this voice, very, very low, but calming voice, and you'll hear a, "I don't want any trouble."
Well, we don't want any trouble now either. And I'm going to put my bow down. I'm going to release my arm and let go.
Well, what I should have said was, I don't want trouble with all three of you, but if one of you wants to fight, I'll fucking do ya.
Well, that's good to know, but we'd rather just have a conversation first. Could you come out?
Aye.
Or, you will see this creature here. Let me just get his. You'll see this little figure pop over.
What's that?
I'll show you.
Is that a rock with hair?
I'll show you. I'll show you some artwork. There is three, but you can only see. You can only see the middle guy at the moment.
I love him.
And,
It's adorable.
and he just sort of peers around, and you can hear this kind of rock sound. As you can see, he appears to be made of some form of rock. Hew, with your sort of with your sort of attachment to nature and that type of thing, and knowing things that are natural, this looks like a rock you're familiar with, but not quite in some way. This is something new. But yeah,
Let's not be too hasty, Flopsy. I feel like I could take him.
We're not taking anyone. And I was going to
and
turn to Lugus.
you'll see he'll come out from the corner, and he'll put up his fists like one of those old school boxers, like this, and he's got these red gloves on, but it's just a rock. That's essentially what his hands are. It's just these red gloves.
What kind of dimensions are we talking? Because I'm imagining quite small, but that may be because of the footprints.
What, about 4 feet? About 4 feet high.
4 feet.
So 4 Luguses.
Yeah. Four Luguses high.
4 Lugai.
Lugus,
Right?
do you know what this is?
I'm assuming not.
No, you wouldn't know what this is, unfortunately.
No. Not ringing any bells. A stranger. What do you do here? Do you live here?
Oh, I live somewhere close by, yeah.
Could you point us towards Loston? It's a town.
Ooh, sorry? What did you say?
Could you point us towards the town of Loston? Because that was the name of the town Adam gave the town.
Oh, I'm fully aware of that. That town hasn't existed in a long time, my friend.
Oh, well, I'm very old. Could you point us to where it was?
Yeah. And he'll sort of point over, probably off into the right. That you'll have to sort of go out and have a look. And get closer to.
Yeah, I'm jumping on a mage hand and flying 10 feet in the air.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Let me see what I can do.
Are you checking for ranged attacks?
No.
Hew, could you maybe just go to the mouth of the cave and just make sure he's okay?
Holy moly.
So Lugus. Oh God, Hew.
Make sure who's okay.
Lugus, he's about to see a very different world to what he's used to.
A very, very, very good point. And I'll eyeing the small rock creature, and I suppose with Julius over one shoulder, I'll kind of follow Lugus out towards where he's going to be levitating.
Cool. Lugus, as the mage hand picks you up by the scruff of your neck and drags you however high into the sky, you will see out in front of you a wasteland, essentially. This sort of black ichor and smooth, oily ground rock just lies on the floor for miles and miles in sort of every direction. You see these sort of rocky outcroppings and these large black cliffs. You also see these small, tiny little, I don't want to call them ravines. They're almost just runoffs of what appears to be sort of rusted water or orange glowing water.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh.
I'm assuming it's not familiar, Lugus.
No, I'm unaware of anywhere back home that looks like this. I probably would have known.
The topology feels familiar, but not at the same time.
Excuse me, a small stone child. Where are all the trees?
I'm in this. Do you know where we are, small squirrel?
Sort of recognize sort of the ground, I guess.
You said you was here a long time ago and you're very old. You might know this place as the Golden Canopies.
Doesn't really fit that description anymore.
May I ask, are you a brushtail?
Aye, Lugus. Yeah.
I think I knew that already. So Lugus, you see this sort of expanse, as it were. And I suppose all of you now, as you will all sort of come to the cave entrance, you'll feel this almost metallic taste on the edge of your tongue. It's odd. It feels like in our world it would feel like you just put a copper in your mouth. Yeah. Very metallic tasting. Yeah. And Julius, you awake and you are currently being fireman's lifted by Hew.
Oh, sorry. I think I might have been a bit sick down your shoulder. Hang on.
No, God's sake, and I'll put you down. Oh, Julius.
No, I don't think it is. I don't think it's that. I think maybe that was already on you from before. Actually. Well, where are we? What did I miss?
I think we're just trying to figure that out now.
Julius, welcome back to the world of the living.
Yeah.
This is my home. It's a bit different from what I remember.
Oh, what does it look like? Sorry, I think I missed all of the exposition.
It's all right. When you load up in the foundry, you'll be able to see. But it's
orange, barren, rocky wasteland.
There you go.
Okay.
Rusty rivers.
In this small, rocky, ice gem-looking creature will say to you again, Lugus. He'll look. I know who you were, Lugus, because I was told to meet you here at this time on this day.
Who told you? Was it Tyr?
No.
Was it Primus?
He said
Was
it's
it one of
Janus.
my brothers?
It was going to be Primus, but now I think I'm going to make it Janus. No, it was.
I don't want to be here. Let's go home.
I was told to meet you here from Primus. That's your brother, right?
A little brother. Well, little's in age.
He's not so little.
No.
I remember him very, very well. It's been a long time, Lugus.
Yep.
I didn't think that you'd show up, considering the life expectancy of a Ratatosk is not that much. But here you are, just like I was told.
It's some weird time related. With gods.
Who are you, little rock man?
That's the best question.
I apologise.
What are you?
Well, that's interesting. My name's Snow, and I'm a Kraggle.
Hello, Snow. The Kraggle.
And you're Lugus, and he'll hold out this rocky arm, and he'll thrust it in your direction, Hew. What's your name?
I'm Hew. Nice to meet you.
And as you
hand?
you sort of grab his hand, and it's just as solid as a rock. And the amount of strength that this small, tiny rock creature sort of grabs hold of your arm, he manhandles you. Essentially, it's like the strongest handshake you've ever felt in your life. He's got some real strength about him.
This thing's crazy.
Should be one thing you know about Kraggles. One thing you should know about us: we love to fight. And if you're ever up for a fight, I'll knock your fucking block off.
Well, I'll tell you what. Julius over there loves a bit of wrestling.
Oh, well, that small
Yeah.
one.
Hey. How tall is this fella?
About 4 feet.
Like 4 feet.
Oh. Yeah, I'm tiny. You're right. I probably couldn't take you.
Nah, you're right. You couldn't. And he'll reach out an arm to you. You, Julius, was it?
Yeah, nice to meet you, Kraggle. What was your name? Sorry, I didn't catch it.
My name is Snow, and I'm a Kraggle.
Snow. A Kraggle.
A Kraggle.
Are you guys just from here?
Yeah, safe to say this is probably the only place you would find us.
Have you lived here long, though?
I've lived, well, it's a strange one, that. We've only sort of been around for the last 5,000 years. I lived here for about 4,000 years, but living is a bit weird because we just we grow old, we die, and then we get reborn again with some of our memories.
How did you come into being, if you don't mind me asking?
Oh. Well, I suppose that is a strange question. What do you know about Argon?
Surprisingly more than I should, probably.
Oh, right. Well, hey, if you know quite a lot about it, I'm the byproduct of it. When argon is used, when things are created, much like with anything in the world, I'm sort of teaching you physics at this point, but when something is done over here, something must be done over there. An equal and opposite reaction and all of that type of things. When argon is used to create life, we are the byproduct of that life. We are not the life in general, we are the slag of argon. The waste product.
I see.
Ah.
How many of you are there? Is it just you?
Oh no, there's hundreds of us.
So who was it? Was the argon? Was it just the explosion and then you just kind of happened?
Not quite. No. Maybe you don't know as much as I thought you did.
There'll be an argon explosion on this plane.
Not an explosion, no.
That wouldn't have happened here.
You're right. That happened in your world. Not here.
So what happened here?
Aye, that's what I want to know. Where's Primus? If he managed to tell you, he survived it.
Primus survived. I'll tell you what. I could answer all your questions, but I might get a little bit muddled up. I could try. Why don't you come meet the rest of us? Why don't you come speak to my elder? He could tell you everything you want to know.
Yeah, I'd love some answers for how this destruction came to be.
All I can tell you, Lugus Brushtail, is there's a reason why you're here. And your brother said you could fix this.
No pressure, Lugus.
Oh, thank you. It really took a weight off my chest there.
Oh, we've got faith in you. You're the smart one of the group.
If I know anything, you Brushtails are something of legend. And I was lucky enough to meet Primus, one of the smartest guy I ever knew.
To be fair, when speaking about legends, Primus is probably the one who fits that category most.
Aye. And if he's anything to go by, he put all his faith into you. So he knew what he was talking about.
Ooh, okay. Oh. Let's go find your elder, Snow.
Aye, it's a bit of a journey. Like I said.
I don't walk.
Oh yeah, I can see that. Yeah, I suppose anything that you would like to do. You'll see Snow, the small Kraggle child, right? It looks kind of like a child, a sort of a child in a humanoid form, but this creature's told you he's been alive for a long time. You'll see him pick up a tiny little pack that's just made of pebbles, and he'll pick up another rock just on the floor, and he'll pop it in. He's just packing rocks into his rock backpack, essentially, and he puts it on. You can hear it as he puts his little rock backpack on. Is there anything else that you guys would like to do?
Can I also gather up a handful of rocks and put them in my pack for bartering later?
Yeah, you certainly can. All right, I'll tell you what. Roll me a d20.
Of course.
Pick up a shard of argon core. Make
Yeah,
a
right.
dex.
A 12. You pick up just there's sort of rocks everywhere, but they're small little mini boulders, and many different colours, ranging from sort of black, a little bit black, grey, dark grey, sandstony, and then grey again. So no, not a lot of different colours. You managed to pick up sort of this dark grey rock. Fits in the palm of your hand. It's quite large, and it fits into your bag. It is quite heavy though.
Okay. That's fine. I'm sure it'll come in useful.
You're strong, but yeah, it's weighing you down a bit. Don't try and run in it, I would say.
From taking the dash.
I would like to check in with Julius if possible before we.
I'm here.
How are you feeling?
I feel so bad. Really quite bad, actually. How about you? You almost got like... Remember?
Her ears are going to go down. She clearly remembers. And then she's just going to like run at you and give you a big hug.
Oh. Look a little bit shocked for a minute, and then he'll kind of give you a big hug back. Are you okay?
He was trying to explode me.
Yeah, that's a bit of a dick move. He only spoke to you for like 5 minutes.
He's an arsehole.
Yeah. You know, he'll...
Thank you. Thank you for trying to pull me out.
Oh, yeah, you know. Anytime someone's trying to explode you, I guess I'll be there to pull you out. You kind of like scratch the back of his head.
Move.
Look, it's not, well, let's have a talk later, okay? When we get out of... Where are we?
Well, I think from what Lugus is saying, this is the upper plains and the golden canopy, but 5,000 years after, you know.
Yeah, okay.
So it's not looking too hot. Or actually, it's looking very hot. That's the problem.
Yeah. Yeah, okay. We'll have a chat later, okay? When I'm not feeling quite so sick.
That's fine. We gotta go follow the little rat man anyway.
Yeah, what was his name? Snow?
Snow.
Okay.
Cool.
Let's go to the Ewok camp, guys.
Is it fast? No.
Oh, it's a little bit of a distance, yeah. I'll be honest, when I was told to pick you all up, well, Lugus up here, it was a little bit strange. I haven't been out this far in a long time. But it's quite safe out here, so there is that. We avoid all the hustle and bustle and the hubbub.
Okay.
We avoid the machines.
No, oh, that sounds ominous.
There are machines here?
For what
Where are the
reason?
machines?
I don't.
Oh, where aren't they? They could be here. They could be there. They could be watching us right now.
They're currently not in this artwork.
Well, no, they're not currently here. Like, put it this way. If we could see them, we'd be running. But because we can't see them, and I'm very perceptive, what's rolling on here? All right.
Don't summon one for perception, Hew.
I'll tell you what, I'm going to get to that roll in a second because you rolled it.
Oh God!
I'm going to get to that in a second.
No.
But yeah, the machines. Sorry, is your language is not my first language. I've learned it over time, and I can get by. Machine. Walking, talking machines. Talking. They're not very nice. Not to us.
Does it resemble like a droid, like a humanoid?
It looks like you lot, yeah. Like your arms and your legs and your wibbly wobbly heads and things like that.
Are they powered by argon?
Yes, very much so.
I'm going to turn to the group.
Oh, sorry.
They have working argon droids here from like thousands of years ago.
Well, Gattus has been access to all these planes, so we can probably assume he's done some renovating.
Oh, do you know who Gattus Cross is?
Yeah.
He's a prick.
Unfortunately, yes.
I'm not overly familiar, but from my small interactions with him, I think he's a piece of shit.
Phew. I was gonna get really scared that you were gonna say you're allies of his then. And then I would have to beat you all up.
The complete opposite.
Well, that's good.
He's on numerous pages of my bad books.
Any enemy of that man is a friend of ours.
Great. So are we walking the whole way there?
I'm not.
Well, I mean, yeah, I can't fly. I wish I could, but I'm made of stone. I'm very heavy.
Has he got little stone feet as well?
Yeah. He's got little stone boots on.
Little stone booties.
Little stone booties.
Well,
yeah. So as you all continue on into this wasteland, I'll take you all to here. So you've travelled for about 40 minutes by about now, and you could feel this metallic taste in your mouth is getting. You're starting to taste it real now. It's not sort of just settling, and you're sort of getting used to it. You can taste this metallic taste. You can see snow in front of you. He's not conversing so much, but you can see he's almost orienteering the land. He's sort of taking a pause every 10 minutes or so, looking up, looking at sort of any environment structures, whether that be a cliff or a mountain. He's sort of taking in his bearings, and then he'll jolt suddenly, choose a different direction, then head in that direction. Hew, with a random perception roll of a 6, go ahead and make me a wisdom save.
A wisdom save.
Yeah.
I am wise as anything. Let's have a look.
How wise are thee?
Wise. Damn.
Very wise.
Very wise indeed.
I've been around.
Believe it or not, you are just enough wise, as you are very much wise to the point that you nearly weren't so wise. You feel the hairs stand up on the back of your neck, and you feel like you're being watched. That's about it.
Do I feel argon at all? Now that I know that argon is on this plane.
You're starting to feel a spidey sense, a little tingle little tingle of it as you're progressing.
No specific direction, but it's like
it's kind of.
a
I
vibe.
suppose what I'll say is you're noticing these small puddles, these almost ravines of this orange, vibrant sludge on the floor, and now becoming more and more potent. And potent is in the feeling that you're getting, the feeling that you can feel the argon within it. Where you were before, you could feel that it wasn't so strong, but now it is getting more potent the further you move through these lands.
Can I bend down to one of the sludgy rivers?
Yeah, they are just like they sort of are on the picture. Imagine that it's just sort of you could scoop a handful up. That's about it.
Can I poke it?
Yeah, sure. It feels like a liquid with the sort of viscosity of water, but not quite. It almost feels like it could be a gelatin, but your finger does slip in and slip back out, and doesn't leave much residue on your finger. Kate.
Out of context.
Yeah.
Someone please put that in out of context.
Yeah, I realised what I did at the end of my sentence.
And do I like feel anything from it, or is it just like weird orange gelatin?
Yeah, just sort of weird orange gelatin, right?
Does it kind of like give this idea of old oil?
Yeah, very much so. I think I described it as sort of like rusty water, old oil. Yeah, very much so.
Do the rivers seem to be like culminating in a specific place?
No, not from what you can see with your passive perception. Again, this is because I know it's so high. I'll tell you when you would start to realise it. Yeah, it's tricky.
Stop asking questions for the future, Vicky.
No. It's when you've got a player with a high passive perception, there's no point getting people to roll for stuff when it comes to perception, because when it happens, I will sort of tell you. Unless you get close enough where you go, what's that over there? I want to spot that thing. And then you've got to roll, say, a 20 or something. But when it comes within your threshold, I'll just tell you. Does that make sense?
Cool. Yeah. Okay, so then my question then is going to be, which way is the gelatin running, if anything?
It's not running. It is still. It's almost like it's just run off. Again, it's kind of hard to describe, but imagine washing your car and the water just sort of sprays out. It does appear to come in a direction which is just that way, but actually trying to navigate it, would be hard.
Okay.
So
I'm gonna keep my perceptions to myself, and I'll catch up with the group.
Being on edge. Oh,
and then greater invisibility.
My camera's gone. Can you still hear me?
I can still hear you.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay. So being on edge now, can I? So I'm gonna. Hugh's kind of standing there, gripping his sword. Can I use another of the charges and cast Commune with Nature?
Yeah.
So again, as you briefly become one with nature and gain knowledge of the surrounding territory. In the outdoors, the spell gives you knowledge of the land within 3 miles of you. Instantly gain knowledge for up to 3 facts of your choice about any of the following subjects as they relate to the area. Specifically, I'd like to know about any prevalent plants, if there's anything living at all. Same goes for animals and peoples.
Okay. You, well, I'll tell you what, first of all, do you want to describe to me how you would be attuning to the land?
So, I kind of imagine, so Hugh's obviously, the hairs on the back of my neck are standing up, and I'm gripping the hilt of the sword. And you know that scene in Gladiator where he kind of bends down and grabs some of the dirt and rubs it between his hands? Yeah. It's very much like that. And I guess narratively, it's just kind of, I'm looking to glean insight from that soil. Of people or animals or plants that have been interacting with the soil.
Sure thing. Does it say anything about fae, fiends, undead, that type of thing?
It does. Powerful celestials, fae, fiends, undead, yes. But specifically, it's 3 facts of my choice.
Yeah.
And I did say plants, animals, and peoples. So.
Okay, well, what I will give you, within a 3-mile radius, you will feel nothingness when it comes to wildlife, plant life. You get the odd sort of radar blip of a tiny patch of vegetation, for instance, like maybe a small mound of grass still exists somewhere in this sort of 3-mile radius. In terms of people, you will feel the presence of 2 people. You will feel the presence of a large amount of creatures that I will class as celestials. Very much within the 3-mile radius. And you will get sort of one larger sense that there is a very high-end celestial within a 3-mile radius. Like a very powerful being, fae, fiend, undead, or celestial.
Okay. Well, gripping my sword, so there's something out there. I know it. There's someone or something which is not like the locals.
Yeah, and I suppose what I'll say is that large congregation of celestials that I sort of described, you can feel one that's very, very close to you, probably the Kraggleton in front of you.
Gotcha.
How far away are we from your elder, Snow?
Oh, I mean, not my elder specifically, but my place, my home. Not too far. We should pick up the pace a little bit as you see him dart left and follow into a direction that you can see, Flopsy, that sort of moves away from these small rivers, ravines of Argon. They are everywhere, but he's sort of taking the path of least resistance, trying not to go too close to any of them or try and move away from a big patch of them. If that makes sense. And as you continue on, you will arrive at this. And it comes down this small sort of ditch of rock, and you'll see that there's almost this incredibly round, bored tunnel down into the earth, where you can see that there is vibrant orange glow coming from there. And you'll say, welcome to my home. Doesn't really have a name. It's where we live. I'll welcome you inside.
I'm sure it'll be beautiful.
Oh, hold on a second. And he gets his rock fingers and he puts it in his mouth. And he manages to whistle. This large whistle goes. And you hear from down the tunnel, you hear this hop, hop. And another small creature comes out, who is much like the first, but he looks just like Snow, but with blue and red ice gem hair. And he comes out and goes, who's his lot? What's going on? Have you brought challengers for a fight? I'll take the big one.
You're very aggressive little people, aren't you?
Yeah.
I'm gonna lean over to Hew and be like, I think he's talking about me.
No.
Oh. Maybe later. Maybe after dinner. Any food around these parts? I'm getting a bit peckish.
Well, there's food everywhere, mister. Just pick some up and eat it.
I'll be down to eat rocks, unfortunately. They're not good for our digestion.
Well, what do you eat?
Organic food, you know.
Eggs, mainly.
Unfortunately.
Don't know what they are, mate.
I think you're out of luck here, Hugh.
Well, all I'm saying is, Snow, they ain't coming in. I will not allow it.
Please.
I mean,
No.
I think I kind of need to. I've got this prophecy that I just learned about. Well, I haven't just learned about, but I'm just figuring out. Hi, I'm Lugus.
No way.
I know. Check it out.
Snow,
I want to go.
Is the chosen one?
I'm going to be honest. I owe a lot of people a lot of money. We all bet so much money that you weren't real and that Snow was just being set up. Bloody hell.
In the flesh. Check it out. I'm really sad.
I've lost a lot of money because you exist. And that's another reason why you ain't coming in.
Oh well. I can just float over you.
No, you can't. You most certainly can. They're like this the hole is
Yeah.
it's very large.
Lucas will just go like a couple feet higher and slowly move towards the hole.
You will all see now as Lugus is drifting over him. He is trying to jump and swing at you now. Well, it's quite easy to avoid him. He is just sort of jumping up, trying to swing. He's nowhere near you. But you've made him very mad. And you can hear him go, well, no, you can't do that. No. Look.
How can we make you happy to let us in?
Fight me.
Which one, me or him?
I'll beat the shit out of you. Anyone here. Come on.
So him then.
Unarmed strike.
All right. So he is essentially offering one of you a fight. Would you like to fight him?
Yeah, why not?
All right.
Diplomacy has failed.
No. This is you get the impression that this is kind of the language that they speak, right?
Yeah.
Do me a favour and roll initiative for me, Hugh.
Will do.
This very
Get him,
much-
Hugh! Dark inspiration!
And you see Snow just sort of clapping now. He's boof, 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 boof. Yeah.
Oh,
Cool.
he's about to one-shot me.
Just very quickly before the fight starts, I'm just going to have a quick look over at Lugus. How is Lugus looking at this point?
So he looks you can see he's not trying to cover it up, but if you can't get much emotion from a squirrel, but he just looks.
Is it kind of like the like quote unquote live action Lion King?
Yeah. It just face is neutral, all these big little purple eyes.
Oh God, I just remembered that film. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was like, what are you on about, Vicky? Oh.
Yeah, that thing that exists.
Yeah.
Why am I being really thick? Where do I find my bardic inspiration to burn? Oh, it's there.
So he is going to go ahead, Hugh, and you see him walk up to you with sort of this old boxing style stuff. And what I'll say is you can go for that bardic inspiration. And well, no, I suppose you could. Oh, are you going to bardic inspiration, Muck?
Who?
You've targeted my small Kraggle, Kate.
Oh no, I hadn't targeted him.
Oh no,
I'm not targeting Mark.
So you're going to give a bardic.
I don't know why it's.
You're going to give a bardic to Hugh.
Yeah, I was just trying to burn the spell slot. I don't know why it's targeted him.
All right, they don't use a spell slot; they use a charge. But you want to give a bardic to Hugh, yeah?
Yes.
Cool. Which you could do so. How will you inspire Hugh?
I just shouted at him. I said, "Get him, Hugh!"
There we go.
Absolutely
Knock
will
his
do.
blocks off.
And you might need it. So what he is going to do is currently 10 feet from you, Hugh. He's going to chuck a rock at your head.
That's not fair.
Does an 11 hit?
It does not.
Oh, all right. So this
very hard.
He picks
Watch
up
out.
a rock and he goes, hey, hey, chucks a rock at you, and it just sort of flies past and it sort of lands at your feet, Flopsy. Yeah, it's your go. It's your go, Hugh.
Yeah, that's not fair. I thought this was a fist fight, and I'll rage.
Oh, you get a rage. All right.
And then I'm going to draw my sword.
He's not playing fair.
Yeah, if you're using
Escalated
weapons, then I'll use a
quickly.
weapon.
Go for it.
Go.
Oh shit.
Oh.
We're gonna get kicked out of this place so quickly.
26 will hit him. Yeah, go ahead and roll
Yeah.
the damage.
All right.
You say you're doing this non-lethally?
Oh, fine. I'm doing it non-lethally. Yeah, no, I'm slapping him with the blade,
Okay.
but I will roll damage.
He'll still do your full damage, but I'll take your non-lethal.
Max damage.
Holy shit. He's got his arms up, and you bring the sword round, and you just slap him with sort of the obviously the long side of the blade, and the sound it makes just is gong, and he recoils back from it, and you can feel he's got some weight in him, and he just goes, "Whoa, what a hit! I like it." And he'll come up to you like an old-fashioned boxing. He'll go boof boof, and he'll punch you twice in the face.
Well, I mean, if he's still standing, I do feel like I should get my other attack in.
Oh, okay. You do have 2 attacks. All right. So as he's just about to come up to try and give you the old 1-2, go ahead and make your next attack. Yeah, that'll hit.
GWM? I used to do that before.
Yeah, no, I'm just normally. Oh, you hit the wrong one. Sorry.
How much damage was
damage.
that?
Sorry, I'm just doing damage now. One sec.
Roll the attack again.
Oh yeah, just 10.
10 points. You'll see he sort of knocks down to one knee and he just goes, oh, I'll feel that one in the morning. Boof, boof. And he'll hit you twice.
Oh no!
A nat 20. Let's go. No, that did random crit rolls, but you will take 80 points of damage, which will be halved. He'll then go ahead and hit you again for a 25 to hit.
That'll hit.
6 points of damage. Yeah, as he sort of just old boxing style, just boosh, boosh, sort of lightning fast, and with this strength that you are being pelted by these really hard rocks. But that'll be his turn. It is over to you, and he's sort of taking this defensive stance again.
Right. I'm going to try it anyway. I'm going to just try and grapple him.
Okay. Make athletics check for me, please.
And remind me on Bardic.
D8 now, isn't it, Kate?
I think it's a D8 now. Let me do that.
I believe it's D8 now.
What D8 it is? It is.
Yeah, D8 now.
Alright, I'll add my D8 as well then. Oh,
Fortunately, it's not enough. And yeah, you'll see that you tried to grapple him, and you think grappling a load of rocks would be quite easy, but he manages to just sort of slip out. I'll let you attack if you would like.
I don't know. I'm moving the cursor over and seeing near death. Yeah, I will attack.
What I'll do, roll an insight check for me.
Yeah. Yeah.
A 7.
27.
Okay.
Insightful.
What I'll say is this little guy is very, very confident, even after taking so much hurt, still looks really confident that, not that he can win, just he isn't afraid of dying. That's kind of what you get with a 7.
Fair. In which case, I will. Use. Why are you doing that? I just want to use the. No, for some reason it's used the charges when I attacked. I have to figure that out.
Yeah, might be able to way I homebrewed it, but just give them back to yourself.
Right. Well, let me just put a charge back on and make an attack. Okay.
Yeah, you might just have to keep doing that until I fix it.
That's
oh shit! Yeah, roll damage, but
sorry. I'm knocking the pommel down on the top of his head.
All right, but still, it's a crit, so this is gonna be sick. 15. Ooh. Yep. So please describe to me how you would like. Oh God. Right, he didn't just burst into blood and die. I'll get to what happened to him in a moment. But if you would like to describe how you hit this guy so far.
Hew brings the soulfire fire blade behind his back and goes to take a slash straight down the front, but as he's moving, he takes a step forward and just brings the pommel down on the top of the rock's head.
Cool. And what you will see is the rock head of this small creature, you'll sort of split between his sort of ice gem hair, and his head will stay exactly where it is, and his whole body will just crumble. So his arms will fall off, his head will then just fall to the ground, and his little beady black eyes will look up to you and just go, "All right then, you're pretty strong. You can enter."
And with that, the rage ends, and Hew bursts into laughter. Look at him!
And yeah, you will all now see this crumbled mess of this Kraggle in front of you. He doesn't seem to mind too much.
Oh. No, he seems happy we're good.
Can I try and help him to his feet? Try and restack the rocks into an approximate shape?
Yeah, sure. He will sort of go, oh, thank you. Yeah, that one goes there, that one goes there. Roll me
I can't find anything.
Roll me a... I don't know, what check do you want to roll for this?
Nature.
Nature. Yeah, nature.
Medicine.
I'd say medicine. I'd say medicine if they had blood.
It's a rock surgery.
All right, yeah, medicine.
Nature,
roll me nature or medicine, your choice.
All right, I'll just do nature. They're the same. It's +3 either way.
Damn,
cool.
You're fucking naturous.
I will say you are so naturous, in fact, that you know exactly how to put this Kraggle back together. But if you wish, you can put him back however you would like.
Yeah, I will put him back almost perfectly, except his blue and red hair I will move down in between his legs.
All right. And you'll see as you're placing the rocks, they sort of just almost snap into place like it's sort of Lego, almost. And he sort of gets back up and he goes, "What have you done with my hair? That's not where that goes."
Look down.
And
I thought you were missing something down there.
You'll see him now run off. He's not into the tunnel, but he's ran off, and he's just trying to chase his hair beneath his legs, and he's gone. And you'll see Snow reach out, sort of say to you all, "Good job. I should have mentioned that we sort of respect is kind of like you need to earn the respect here of certain people. You do so by beating the shit out of them. Make sense?"
I'll keep it in mind.
Like fun.
Yeah, we like a fight. We don't really have much else to do here, so I don't know, we like fighting.
I didn't actually catch his name before.
Oh, that was my brother Muck.
Muck.
Yeah.
Snow and Muck. Interesting names.
When I say brother, we're all brothers and sisters, really. We're not born. We're just...
It's one great big planar family, bro.
Yeah.
Out of interest now,
God.
have you had any more of your brothers and sisters like created recently, or is it kind of slowed down?
Oh no, yeah, we get new arrivals pretty much on the daily, really. They just sort of spring up, and then like they need to fight, and then we put them in this like arena, and if they do well, they can stay. If not, they get sent to the caves. I'm only joking. Everyone's allowed to stay in our town.
But you say that you're kind of like the cast off from the use of Aragon, right?
Yeah, that's sort of the way I understand it. Kind of like the byproducts, you know, the bit no one wants.
So, where or how is the Aragon being used? Because it's not on our plane. Is it on your plane?
Yeah. It's definitely being used here to build machines.
There's kind of like a machine factory here.
I'm not sure what a factory is, but it makes machines.
Is that where the Aragon kind of slag is coming from? And I'll point at the orange.
Yeah. That's it. That's this orange stuff. That's essentially what we once were. That is a Kraggle. At some point, that will turn into one of us, and he gets some hair, and we make them shoes.
Oh, lovely.
Right. Do you know who's in charge of the factory?
Gatter's Cross. Well, we haven't seen him in a while, thankfully. Somebody else
But he's been here.
has been there recently. A white-haired girl.
White-haired
I
girl.
don't know her name. But she's not very nice either.
I see. White-haired girl. And I'm going to look at Lugus. Ring any bells?
Do I remember a white-haired girl? I assume no.
Maybe, but not this white-haired girl.
I mean, maybe. Is this white-haired girl a cloud giant?
No, she's about the same size as... How tall are you, Flopsy?
About 5'6".
Yeah, I'll probably just a little bit shorter than that one there. And he'll point at you, Flopsy.
Including or excluding the ears? Because the ears probably give me a couple of, an extra foot.
Excluding the floppy ears.
No. I'm unfamiliar with any white-haired women of that stature.
Well, we shouldn't stay out here very long. Not really. It's gets a bit hairy. I get that you're interested in the machines. Probably not worth meeting one up close though. So come on in. I'll show you around. I could show you my room.
Oh, lovely. I love going in people's
Badly?
rooms.
Cool. Anything else that you guys?
Andy?
Yeah.
Out of all the stories of Gatter's Cross and the cataclysm and the explosion and the 4 heroes, blah, 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 would I have heard of any woman worked with?
Roll me a history check.
Oh. One of the Gattas fan club. No.
Oh, damn it. 11.
What I'll ask is, I was about to say, tell me honestly, like you could lie to me, but how much would you, as Flopsy, read about the cataclysm or things around it?
I've made her quite intelligent,
Yeah.
My impression being that she's probably, particularly since the Argon situation, probably more interested in the topic. But I can imagine that just kind of being around Baldur's Gate, she probably would have wanted to have learned a lot more about her city.
Yeah, okay. So what I'll say with an 11 is, in the stories, they're not written as fiction, so they're not sort of they're not written in a way that they describe people in any kind of way, but you do know of notable figures that were part of the cataclysm that were female or maybe feminine in nature. So there was Simni as part of the 4 heroes of the cataclysm. You've read the history of the 4 heroes, that they had a party member called Hazel. There was Steve Wagu's wife. There was so there's been some notable female characters that have come up in the history of the cataclysm, but like I said, they're not written in a way that they would describe these figures, and one that stood out as having white hair.
I'm wondering, this is me above the table more than Flopsy, although Flopsy might be making the connection as well. Wondering if it might be Hazel, because he literally named a fucking core after her.
And as you venture deeper into the tunnel, you will see that it's just this large or small sort of cave network. And the orange glow that was coming from it wasn't like the orange sort of the slag that was on the ground. It is this vibrant orange sort of eternal flames of lanterns being held from the ceiling, kind of in a makeshift way. You can see that these Kraggles have found ways of building sort of these guide ropes going down, or maybe the Kraggles didn't make them. Maybe someone else before them made these sort of rock enclosures. The lanterns themselves are not made of rock. They're made of metal. They're made of sort of this brass, coppery type deal. Even how they're hung up is not string. It's sort of strands of metal rod that's just sort of bent in a straight way. And they lead you all down. And as you go, you will start to hear the sounds of music and sounds of laughter, until you eventually come to a large opening where you will see, in this large big crevasse, is a town full of, and you can see them sprawling everywhere, Kraggles. What you were looking at is a large village, well, a little bit larger than a hamlet, more akin to the size of a town. You can see that there's shops and brokers and some traders sort of built into the sides of the cliff face. You can see people with these sort of rock Kraggles sort of sat in rock sort of armchairs, sort of rocking back. You can see small Kraggles, big Kraggles, absolutely large Kraggles that can barely walk. You can see one Kraggle that's flying around. He doesn't seem to be doing much, but he is flying, or would appear to be flying. And as you're looking out upon this town, you see that there are walkways that sort of navigate down and sort of traverse each sort of area of this town, and it's sort of like this spider webs network where you can get to places, or you can descend down, or you can ascend up. And the snow will say to you all, well, welcome. Like I said, it doesn't really have a name. This is just where we live.
Kraggleton.
Kraggleton?
It's
quite a good name.
Just spitballing here.
How did you come up with that? You've only been here like a couple of hours.
Well, I thought of 2 words: Kraggle, which is the word you gave me, and town.
You're the clever one. I could see why a lot of faith was put in you to solve this mystery.
That's mainly my expertise, really.
When you meet Major Pomo, bring it up. He'll like that.
On it.
Major
Also,
Pomo.
Major Pomo.
Major Pomo.
That's a fun word to say in a Scottish accent.
It's like our well, his name's Elder Pomo. I don't know why I call him Major. Elder Pomo. Sorry.
Oh, not Major. So he's not military.
Major.
No, yeah,
I'm not
he's
gonna
not a
lie. When you
military.
said that, all I could think of was Major FOMO, and I was.
Yeah. I'll be honest. I'm not sure why I said the word major. Like I said, it's not my first language, but his name is Elder Pomo. He's kind of like our leader. Lovely guy. You'll probably have to fight him. And I'm not going to lie, he's really strong.
Are we going to have to fight every single person in this town if we want to do anything?
No. We're pretty respectful, but if you want to ask for a favour, or just do general this and that, typically have a fight with them. You earn their respect. They're more willing to help you. But otherwise, we're really nice people. We're not just going to fight you without your consent. Unless you mess up.
Hew will just sidle up to Snow and just say, as an aside, Snow, how, on a scale of 1 to 10, how strong was Muck back there?
A 6. Roll an insight check.
For 12.
A 12. You just beat it then. You get the sense he's lying. You might get the sense that he's probably making you feel good. Probably wasn't the strongest, is old Muck.
Hugh's cheek is swollen and he's got a bit of blood dried up by his nose. I'm not sure how many favours I want from Elder Pomo.
Oh, I mean, no, it's right. So I should maybe explain something a little bit more. Don't worry about going all in on us, right? When we crumble like Muck did, we just get built back up again. Or if we get smashed into dust, we regenerate. It's kind of just what we do. You guys, on the other hand, don't look like it. It looks like you're pouring sort of like this liquid out your nose. I'm not too sure what that's going on about, but I assume by some miracle you guys can't really be put back together. Is that right?
No, we can't be put. But I mean, a miracle, yes, can potentially put us back together again. But they're very few and far between. So we'd rather not get to a point where we crumble, because otherwise we probably won't get back up again.
Okay, so before you fight, just make them aware that you are not a Kraggle and you can't be put back together again. We respect it, okay? We will have a fight with you, but we won't kill you. We'll try not to.
No.
I mean, here's a question. Because you fight, but you know that you're going to get back up again. If we fight, but we know that it could be potentially our last one, would that gain us more respect?
Yeah. Yeah,
Cool.
it would.
So perhaps
Nice.
you should mention that the next time you fight.
Mm.
I am not made of rock. I can die, and that's that's to be respected. Got it. I'll remember.
Yeah, very much so. And we don't want to cause you any harm or pain. Like, it hurts us when you hit us, but we kind of like it. It's just what we do. We like the feeling of it. And if you want to enter into the arena that they've got down below, there's always fighting going on any evening. If you win, super cool prize at the end, but it's always a mystery. You never know what you're going to get.
We don't know what the prize is.
I think you're speaking out of
Do we
it.
really?
Yeah.
I know. Do we really want to do another random tournament with a mystery prize?
Yeah, I know. The last tournament that we took part in kind of maybe ended a little bit badly.
I mean, it's not like a big thing. It's just like we put some chairs and stuff together, and then we just make people fight in the middle of it.
I see. So it's kind of like a village fete.
No, like you've almost ruined it by calling it that. Really, no, it's a super serious fighting arena.
No, it definitely sounds like it. Yes,
it's not a fete. Like you don't bring your kids along. Not that we have kids here, but you know, if we did, we wouldn't bring them along to the fighting arena. They don't sell coconuts.
Should you be talking about Fight Club? Because I don't think you should be talking about Fight Club.
No, you can talk about it. It's our number one rule is tell as many people as you can to get the word about. Essentially, we want as many people to know about it as Kraggleton possible.
Excellent. Okay, well, if we go around different planes and stuff, we'll mention Kraggle. The Kraggle tourney.
Oh, no, don't mention it too much outside of other planes. This is not the nicest place. We don't want to invite people here too much. We're just trying to make the best of a bad situation, if you get what I mean. Well, I'll tell you what. I'm going to show you to where the tavern is, or what you guys would consider a tavern. It's just where we hang around and chat some stuff. And I'll tell Major Poma or Elder Poma, whatever you want to call him, that you guys have arrived. And I've got to go collect some money by the looks of it, because a lot of people bet that Lugus didn't exist. And I knew he did.
Do you have faith in me? And my existence. One thing I'm quite proud of.
Yeah.
Existing.
Like I said, Lugus, it's really good to meet you, and I'm glad you're here. And if it is what they say it is, and you could fix all of this, hooray! But if you can't, look at us. We're doing okay. No pressure.
Yeah, I'd like to apologise for I've got a bit of attitude. I've been quite quiet. It's quite a big difference the outside from back when I remember it.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's quite sort of juxtaposing and has a lot of more implications. But just thank you. You've been very nice. Very. Yeah.
Roll a wisdom save.
I'll join in on some fighting.
Roll a wisdom save, Adam.
If this guy's evil again, I'm going to fight you and really
No.
20.
You feel the hairs stand up on the back of your neck, as if you are being watched. But that's about it. And that's where we will go and take a quick break. Hooray! Kraggleton! Woo! Back in just a moment. Bye. Welcome back, my fellow friends. You are in what you have dubbed Kraggleton, as that will be the name. You see Snow, this small Kraggle, will lead you off into this wooden structure that's built into this almost large chasm, this fault that's underground. It's almost like a valley. We can see multiple things are up into the wall. They've sort of built structures any place that they can. It's quite a sprawled out sort of dense network of buildings and roads and walkways and that type of thing. And it'll just say, well, this is where you can sit down, take a load off, and sort of I don't know, decompress. I'm going to go speak to Major Elder Pomo and just tell him you're all here. So go on in. And you guys will see this wooden storefront almost, and you peer in and you can see that the same vibrant orange lanterns are through this wooden sort of latch door. It's more like an old western sort of push style door. And you will look in and you will see the Kraggle Tavern.
I hate it so much.
Oh, that one had me giggling for a while.
It's the most nightmarish version of Trolls I've ever seen.
That was the vibe I was going for. So you will see a vast array of Kraggles. Some are large, some are small. There is one in particular in front of you that appears to be a kind of a stronger looking Kraggle. With, as you see him there, I won't describe him. You have the very vivid image of a Kraggle, and you'll see him just go. But he won't speak any words, and he'll sort of go about his day. And you'll see that there's tables and chairs, just like a normal tavern here on Faerûn. You can see there's a bar. You maybe get the sense that these Kraggles are trying to mimic places on Faerûn to sort of bring that vibe here as well. But the scene is yours, guys. What would you like to do?
Did that man have
I
a
would
bird?
like to have a chat with Lugus. Free.
Oh, hello. Yes. Low important stuff. Hello, Flopsy.
No. You carry on doing what you're doing. That's fine. Just when you're.
Pointing at the man's funny necklace. It looks like a bird's nest. Carry on.
And as you say that, he'll turn just as he'll just go.
I was just pointing out your very lovely necklace there. Where'd you get the wood for it?
And he'll bring his fists up.
Fight him, Lugus! Punch him!
Could you wait there for 5 minutes while I have an important emotional conversation with my friend here?
And he'll
Thank you.
And he'll wander off.
Right, I'll guess I'm fighting him later. Yes, Flopsy.
I just wanted to ask how you're doing.
Oh, well. As good as I can be, considering the current situations. Physically, hunky-dory. That's a very Scottish thing to say.
Yeah. I mean, if you want to have a chat about, the destruction of your home, I do kind of get it, I mean, I guess I don't know what Baldur's Gate used to look like, so I guess I have that going for me, but having seen all of the different towns and cities and them in all their glory, and it does make me think what Baldur's Gate might have been like,
Hey, okay. Oh, maybe when or if we visit, we can have a look around. Maybe look up some of the old history and that. It's just the whole plane, it's just it's pretty much forever as far as I can see. I mean, Baldur's Gate was big, and from what I can understand, the explosion radius was also big. But man, that you can see for pretty far here, and it's just nothing. Now,
I mean, it could be that it's been more of a little thing. It could be more that it's less of an explosion, and perhaps it's more just been like
a corruption.
Yeah, like a takeover, a hostile takeover, and then it's just been just eaten for all of its energy and resources. I mean, by the looks of things, it's not that. I mean, not that I'm the natural person around, but do I get the impression that the Earth is still alive? It's just drained.
I suppose it depends on how much Hew would have given you that info. I suppose Hew would have felt that this land had been drained. That small piece of vegetation that you felt, Hew, that small sort of piece of grass within the 3 mile radius, you get the sense that maybe that small piece of grass would have led to a less corrupted piece of the golden canopies. But definitely in this area, it has been almost flat-mined by something.
I mean, think of it this way, Lugus. Think of it almost as if the plane has been polluted and corrupted, but That's not to say that it doesn't exist. It's just being oppressed. Can nature be oppressed?
I mean, and yeah, I mean, there are many ways, I assume. Wasn't really my area of expertise, but like, we should. I mean, maybe some larger structures have survived. Monoliths, statues. There's not necessarily organic things. Maybe we can try and find some of them.
I mean, I'm assuming I'm near enough to hear the conversation, so he'll just butt in and just say, for what it's worth, Lugus, I felt that there is still life here. It's fighting back as best it can. Perhaps there's a chance you can change it and help change the fortunes. But it's also worth remembering. I'm led to believe that the gods had a plan for all of this, and I'm sure Tyr wouldn't have abandoned this place and would have abandoned you.
But I'm very familiar with the phrase "everything happens for a reason." I've heard it far too often, and I haven't been given much context any of the times I've heard it. But yeah, I have a sneaking suspicion if we can find this factory and this white-haired lady and the active Argon core on this plane and just, I don't know, vamoose it somewhere else.
What an assumption to make there, sir.
I know, I'm putting to about that. So yeah, I'm doing the thing I did earlier.
Do you think that Petal could be here?
Maybe. This is a...
Because he took it. He took it,
Hey.
didn't he? So perhaps Petal is here. That's why they're getting the infinite Aragon.
Was Petal chaos?
Petal was chaos.
Aye, okay. Maybe brought it to a plane of with a very lawful energy for, I don't know, balance reasons.
Adam,
So
give yourself heroic inspiration.
Wait, he brought it to the law, man.
My bad.
What's up?
Yeah, no, good shot.
For balance reasons. Well, hey, look at me.
So if chaos is here, life blew up. So where's death?
Where is most life in the realms? I feel like this is some balance reasons here. Because if chaos is in law, or order, chaos is in order. That's another fun one in Scottish.
Would it be the opposite of like the Shadowfell? So the Shadowfell is like death, and then you got the fugue plane, right? So what's the opposite of the fugue plane?
Opposite of Shadowfell is just Feywild. But a fugue plane, I don't think there isn't really an opposite to the fugue plane. That would just be life, alive, material. Things are. The fugue plane is where an old faithless room.
So do you think then that the death would be in life? Do you reckon that the death could be in the Feywild if the Feywild is like, you know, life?
I only really said Feywild because Feywild is sort of the inverse of the Shadowfell. I'm actually mentioning that earlier. Oh, that maybe when hearing too much typing.
No. I'm choosing not to answer you.
Oh, the typing with Kate. I thought it was you typing like a message to me.
Sorry, I need to mute myself. I'm at the bottom.
You'll sound like you're actually hacking into something.
I've got very stealthy type.
It's a rock keyboard.
I mean, well, yeah, I guess.
Can I attune a little bit more to the chaos shard that I've consumed?
Sure. So you start to focus on that shard.
Yeah.
Yeah. You feel, I'd say, focusing on that shard a lot more than the shard that you've currently been focusing on. This one gives you more of sort of that butterfly feeling in your stomach. Yeah. Which feel a little bit more of a spring in your step.
Do I feel more of a connection to this plane with that shard being the main focus, or?
I'd say there's definitely a connection here. Yeah.
Right. Lugus, I think you might be onto something a little bit there. Because I've just focused a little bit more on the chaotic part of my recently ingested food, and I'm definitely getting a vibe.
Good vibes? Bad vibes?
Well, I mean, I wouldn't exactly say that being connected to the upper plane in its current state is perhaps a good vibe, but I get the idea that perhaps, you know, kind of if you think that you've got a smaller part to a whole part, that probably there's a connection there.
Let's call it good vibes in progress.
I like the sound of that. Yes, that
Step
sounds
one
great.
on the journey to better vibes.
I'm also feeling a little bit like, you know, more sprightly.
You feel
Sprightly.
like you want to,
Get up
when
and
your
down.
allies fall asleep, you feel like you want to paint something on their faces. It's weird.
I'm feeling really chaotic. That makes sense. I've got to fight the Chaos Gremlin vibes. Oh, you know.
Julius.
Don't fight it, embrace it.
Okay.
It's fun. Yes.
As you walk into this tavern, yeah, so what's going through your mind at the moment?
I mean, I'm a lover, not a fighter. So I'm not a big fan of all of this talk of punching each other in the face.
Yeah.
I'm a bit worried about Lugus, but I see Mitz is kind of trying to cover that off for now. And I'm going to go straight over to the bar to get some drinks for everyone.
Okay, cool. As you make your way over to the bar, you can see a smaller Kraggle with bright blue hair sort of sticking up. Make me a wisdom saving throw, please.
Oh no.
Shall I do that thing? Bring that up.
I don't think I'm very wise. Or am I? What's my
You've got
focus?
frustrations, so you're about, I think. Oh no, wait. I think
Not
it's-
too bad. Oh no.
11. While you're at the bar, yes, you can see this Kraggle with bright pink hair, sort of up like that with these sort of black beady eyes, and he's wearing sort of the same sort of fawn chest. But you swear when you walked up it was blue hair, but it's pink now. And
Sleeping Beauty vibes.
yeah, very, very, very odd feeling of thinking you've seen something, but it just changes in a blink of an eye, and you're not quite sure why. You must have just, must have been a trick of the eye, or an illusion of some kind. And you see this creature will just sort of turn to you, drink. For you.
Yeah. And haha.
Ooh.
Yeah?
Ooh.
You joking?
Ooh.
Look at these puny hands.
You're so small.
Yeah, so everyone keeps telling me.
This Kraggle is smaller than you, by the way.
Yeah. Can I just get like I don't know, have you got stuff that like that we can have?
Yes.
Great. I'll get some of that, and then preferably if one of them is like clear, you know, like strong but clear, that would be great.
Yes. And he'll hold his hands out, and you see his sort of like red rock boxing glove sort of just unfurls slightly, as if he's waiting for payment of some kind.
Oh fuck!
Rocks.
Rocks. What are you? Hang on a sec, and I'm gonna like start patting down my pockets, and I'll find a silver piece, and I'll hold it up. Just show him. Yeah.
He'll take the silver piece and he'll sort of just bend it, and then he'll consume it, and you'll hear it just sort of grinding against these rocks, like it's sort of like a grinder within it, and he'll just go. Ooh.
Oh yeah.
One more.
Okay. There you go.
He'll just grind it up. Yes. Drinks.
Yeah.
And
drink.
And he'll wander away, and he'll come back with this black cauldron. Like it's a very tiny cauldron, one that you could just pick up in two hands, and it's just got this green liquid in it that is fizzing. It's a fizzy green liquid of some kind. It smells quite sweet.
Does it look safe for human and squirrel consumption and rabbit?
Roll a medicine or nature check, your choice.
Oh, you guys are gonna die because medicine. Let's go with medicine. 14.
You get the sense that what you asked for was something clear but something strong. He's chosen to take sort of the middle of both of those because they were quite vague terms, and you have ended up with this. With a 14, you get the sense that this will 90% be safe for a person of the material realm's consumption.
Oh, that's great. Perfect. But I meant, do you have something that looks like water but isn't? Specifically.
And he'll reach down behind the bar and he'll pull out a twirly straw that's made of a rock, and he'll just place it in the cauldron.
Yeah, okay, never mind. We'll just go with this. Okay, thank you. I'll grab it and I'll kind of waddle over with it to the table.
Yeah.
Plonk it down in the middle.
Yeah, you certainly can. There's one twirly straw. And as you do take just a sip of it, it doesn't feel like it's alcohol of any kind, but it does actually give you some soothing properties. So if you're missing any HP, you can now heal yourself some HP.
What is this?
You've got yourself a fishbowl.
I have no idea. I mean, I've got a 10%. I think there's a 10% chance that it might kill us.
I'll abstain. I think I've got. Let me do it after the prophecy, please.
The prophecy? Oh,
yeah. You know.
Yeah, okay. Yeah,
My
chosen one vibes.
The guy who fucked off earlier.
Can I use the straw and suck up some of the juice, but instead of like actually drinking it, spit it into Julius's face? So I go.
My twirly straw.
I was going to say, so you're claiming the twirly straw. So you are. To be fair, Flopsy was the first one in claiming the twirly straw. That is now Flopsy's twirly straw. The rest of you should be offended at the speed it took for Flopsy to claim the twirly straw. So yes, you can.
He gave it. I'll wipe the stuff off of my face. He gave it to me specifically because I'm the adult. That's why I got the twirly straw.
Finders keepers.
You take everything from me.
Not everything.
Can I just mention something? I mean, Hugh, if you want to talk about the drink first, this is a separate thing.
Yeah, Julius, do you mind if I... is this for the table?
Yeah, I think maybe what we should do is we should like drink as Lugus tells us his super important thing that we came here for.
I'm going to be blowing bubbles through the straw.
Your
Focus.
Your microphone's got a bit weird, by the way, Darren.
Yeah, Darren, you sound like me for 6 months last year.
That's better.
Yeah. And it's sort of a feeling I've noticed. It's like there's some like ephemeral pervert just looking at me. I can't see him.
An ephemeral pervert.
You know that? No, have you been getting that?
An ephemeral pervert.
An ethereal pervert.
That's even worse.
So like a kind of feeling you're being watched.
Hey, that's a less perverted version of what I'm not thinking about.
I kind of want to tell you what's going on because I wish the spell that I'm using was called the ephemeral pervert now, and maybe after the session I'll tell you what spell it was.
Does it feel like magic, or like someone is literally physically in the room or in the area watching?
Above the table, you've heard me say spell, but it doesn't feel like everyone that I've said it to so far has just felt like they're just being watched, sort of hairs on the back of their neck type deal.
Okay.
No, I haven't felt an ephemeral pervert.
Wow.
I thought that was Julius.
I like that. I might put that on my business card.
I really wouldn't put...
That could be my new stage name, you know? Julius the Tron.
I mean, I discourage like trying to incorporate pervert into your sort of known.
Yeah, Flopsy's just gonna stop blowing bubbles into the cauldron. Yeah, I don't think it quite gives off the right.
Hey.
Or
you don't be famed outlaw, ephemeral pervert.
Also, I would like to take issue with pervert. I mean, just because I enjoy things doesn't make me a pervert, right?
No.
Well, it's some of the things that you enjoy which make you a pervert.
Yeah.
Yes.
Wait, no.
What I'll say?
I feel like we're off topic.
No. This topic's
You
great.
brought it up.
Just to give you some context on the liquid as well, would everybody be drinking this liquid?
I would definitely.
I have drunk a little bit, yeah.
So what I'll ask you, Flopsy, as you take a sip of the liquid, what would you like it to taste like?
Oh, it's Willy Wonka.
Yeah, essentially.
I would like it to taste. I would like it to taste like chocolate milk.
Okay, so for you, it will taste like chocolate milk. Hew, what would it taste like for you?
Strawberries.
Just strawberries.
Just strawberries. Yeah.
Julius.
Chewy.
Are you really asking? Tastes like ethanol.
It's hard.
Pure ethanol.
It's just petrol.
100% ethanol.
Yeah, it's vile.
Yeah. So
something really mean
and
nasty.
because you are feeling like you want it to be strong, you do start to feel the buzz of alcohol as well. So it's not just that it tastes like it as well, but you are getting that buzz from it. Lugus, what will it taste like for you?
Lugus is abstaining. Because the Lugus sword, I'm guessing from Julius's reaction, it's highly alcoholic. And he saw the state. Lugus was drunk before, but he saw the state Julius was in for the really important thing we had to do, and he's just been told of a really important thing he has to do, so he doesn't want to be like that.
I mean, if you're looking at what Flopsy is reacting like, Flopsy looks like this is like the liquid equivalent of eating a cake.
Again, that's not encouraging.
Hew's actually eating it, not drinking it.
Yeah,
he's eating it.
He was chewing it. That's what I imagine.
Julius is looking at Flopsy and Hew and is kind of surprised at their tolerance level with how quickly they're drinking the thing.
Oh, pretty good. Yeah, once again, I'm only wee.
Hardcore than I thought. Right, sorry, we're here for Lugus's important thing.
I've already said it. Really, it was about the pervert conversation.
I also think that we need to perhaps.
Tricky. Sorry.
I think we also need to think about perhaps a way back as well. Like once we deal with your thing, Lugus, we do need to genuinely get an idea of how to get back.
Yeah, you're
Not
a bit
even Ella
stuck, can't
can
we?
get here.
No, I think there's.
Wait, what?
Actually, we should probably send to Ella, letting her know where we are.
Can that get through the lattice? Because we're above it now.
Wait, she can get here or she can't get here?
She can't get here. She can't.
Can't get here.
Wait, well, why?
The lattice.
Because of the
you know,
lattice.
Lattice.
The net.
square good in the sky that we can't see.
So wait, we came up these root things, and now we can't get back down, or can we go straight back down the roots?
I mean,
Oh, you were out like a light. You didn't see it.
Oh,
The roots
yeah.
aren't there anymore.
it was weird. I don't think it's acted like that before. Usually that's like
The
a
roots
hub.
that we came up were gone.
So we're stuck here.
No,
For the moment.
yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
for how fucking long are we stuck here?
I don't know. That's why I'm saying.
Fucking 5,000 years. Like
No,
Lugus.
but I'm just saying, right, Lugus, perhaps we should just send to Ella, just let her know. Maybe she can do a bit of research. Maybe she can do something from her end to help us,
Right.
We're gonna have to live with the Kraggles.
No, we won't have to live with the crowd.
I mean, there are worse things to do, but I would personally not like to stay here for too long. No offense.
Hey, same. I take no offense. I don't want to be here. This.
But they spring up in like a different place, right? They go and then they spring up like somewhere else. So then they're just like somewhere around here, maybe somewhere, and we can find them.
Adam imagines there is, at least from his version of the Golden Canopies, there was a permanent access to the roots outside somewhere.
What I'll say to you is, if the roots of Yggdrasil exist, Yggdrasil must exist.
And we're very close to that. So there should be more here.
That's the big tree bit.
I mean,
the big main bit
big
of the tree.
Big tree.
The big tree.
Massive.
So we can
Massive.
just-
If it's
So
massive, why didn't we see it?
It's a lot more mountainous than I remember, if I'm being honest with you. It's probably behind one. If we see like a tree-shaped mountain, we can like walk aside a bit.
I'm getting like an Elden Ring kind of.
Flopsy, make
Image
a
right
wisdom save for me, please.
No!
God, will this person?
This flipping pervert.
It's that pervert again.
Yes, the ephemeral pervert. You're feeling it now.
How are we drinking out of this bowl if there's only
15.
one straw?
15.
This is what Lugus said.
Hugh's cupping him.
Flopsy's drinking from a straw, like
As you sip on this twisty straw, Flopsy, it tastes like chocolate milk. Suddenly it tastes like vanilla milkshake. But to you, it just feels like it's been vanilla milkshake this entire time. And as you start to think back on, oh, okay, this, I like chocolate milk, it then turns back into chocolate milk, and you're quite surprised. You're like, why didn't I pick chocolate milk in the first place?
So I have no recollection of it ever having tasted like chocolate milk.
Sort of feels like deja vu type thing.
Oh.
Feeling.
Did you say this heals us?
Yeah. So if you minus any hit points, you can bring them up.
so.
Okay, I will make a comment then as it changes. Do you know what? I should have chosen chocolate milk from the beginning. I should have thought chocolate milk from the start.
Or you can ask if they've got any.
What do you mean
No, I'm
chocolate?
drinking it. I'm drinking
Well,
chocolate. Is this not chocolate milk? What does this taste like to you?
It's clear. What
The
chocolate milk
strawberries.
tablet? Clear.
Taste of strawberries?
Yes.
Yeah.
What did you order, Julius?
the best drink in the house. The bartender is a great conversationalist.
I don't even have to ask you what you think it tastes like. I mean, the thing is that I could have sworn. Well, it tasted like vanilla milkshake at first, and then I thought, oh, do you know what? I really fancy some chocolate milk, and now it tastes like chocolate milk. It's like if you think of something new, it tastes like that.
Okay, great
Try
story.
something
But
else.
back to the not staying with the Kraggles forever. So hang on, we speak to this old rock. What's it called? And the elder, and then he tells Lugus how he becomes the chosen one, and then we go and we find the big tree, and then we fireman style slide down the roots, and then we get back home, right, to the material plane.
In a way.
Yeah.
Well, it worked kind of like that. I'm still fairly confident it should still be like that now.
Great, and then how long does it take us to get down?
I mean, it took us nothing to get up, so get.
Well, we don't know that because remember we're all unconscious. We don't know how long we were there.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh god. Yeah. How long will we be asleep? I mean, I don't feel very hungry.
You would
Can't be that
also
long.
know, Lugus, that if you had access to Yggdrasil itself, the roots act as kind of like a network. If you did descend the roots to the material plane, you could almost end up anywhere you wanted.
All our shit's in Waterdeep, though. Okay.
I still think we should probably send to Ella though. I
yeah.
just think that's probably a wise. Even if it doesn't get through, at least we can attempt it.
I'll whip out the sending stone, dial her up.
Okay. What would you like to say?
Ella, it's Lugus. We're past the lattice. We're just curious if you could give us a shout back when you're free.
Roll a D100 for me, please.
Okay. Well, hey, 61.
61. All you hear is static on the return.
Think bad signal.
It has this
Also-
you feel this mild pain, like almost like a small headache, from trying to channel into the sunstone, but it doesn't appear to do too much damage.
Ooh. Give you a migraine. Yeah, no. That's just gargling back at me. It's not saying anything.
So okay, that's at least one thing we've checked off the list. We can't send a message.
As we've been.
I mean, maybe if we get to some higher ground. I mean, we are underground right now. Cave system, so.
I don't think sending works like that.
No, that's not.
I mean, hang on, Lugus couldn't
Hey,
send.
Hold it above your head.
But maybe, I have such a natural aptitude for it.
Or do you think your sort of amazing sort of baseline charisma and social skills can penetrate the lattice?
I mean, it worked last time.
But they might not have been through the lattice. Remember, we think that they might be in the Feywild.
I don't fucking know what the lattice is. Okay. I was just
Think of it.
offering to help, but it's fine. I'll
Think of
just
it.
drink this strawberry hot chocolate.
Julius, strawberry hot chocolate. Julius, think of it like a massive grid. A massive grid.
I know
Tiny-
what a fucking lattice is, okay? I'm not that fucking backwards. I don't understand how it works, and I don't
You
think
just
anyone
said you
does.
don't know what a lattice is.
Think of it like a ceiling.
I mean, I grew up in a farming town. I've seen a fucking lattice. Okay? I haven't seen a fucking magical lattice.
Like chicken wire.
Well,
Think about
She
it like
don't need that.
it's chicken wire, but in the sky.
sky chicken wire.
Yeah, but my point is, we don't understand how it works, right? We don't understand whether things can slip through the lattice.
Okay, well, put it this way. Why'd you put chicken wire up for?
To stop the chickens from getting out, but sometimes fucking fox gets through the lattice, and maybe I could be a fox.
Well,
This
we
is
know
the
that
point, you're still
Gatus...
gonna have a big fight with this fucking Kraggle Daddy first, okay?
We know that Gatus is getting through the lattice. We know that much.
Say that 5 times fast.
Gatus is getting through
So-
the lattice.
Gatus is going through the lattice. We know that much.
I mean,
We know that much already.
Haven't we already confirmed
because-
that he's using Yggdrasil because he's shown up in frickin' Waterdeep?
Yeah, he's showing up. But here's the thing: is he showing up physically, or is he showing up like, an ephemeral entity that people can? It's an
Ethereal.
ephemeral pervert, an ethereal pervert that people can see, but they can't touch. Because I don't think we all tried to touch him, did we? Not that I wanted to, but is it
Don't
more of
touch
like
the
a?
pervert.
It was.
Yeah, we don't touch the ethereal pervert.
It was 2 weeks ago.
Excellent.
He was portrayed as being an ephemeral pervert. You did
There we
get
go.
the sense that it was an illusion that you saw.
Yeah, I was
So,
decided I was being too extension of 2.
It's less that perhaps the lattice stops Gatus from getting physically across to different planes, but maybe he's able to use Yggdrasil to kind of,
To channel his
Channel.
focus.
Channel his perversions.
yes.
To pervert reality.
Yeah.
so
Pervert
sorry,
reality
Andy.
to his whim. I'm not.
So, maybe it's more of he's focusing his energies and sort of, channeling his thoughts down, which is coming out as some kind of ephemeral pervert, rather than, physically there. Maybe he needs to break the lattice to physically get to the planes.
Okay, but then maybe still, if the ephemeral pervert is getting through, then maybe other stuff can get through as well.
Well, we've got through physically. I'm presuming we're here physically. I'm going to touch Lugus. Just put a hand on his arm.
I'm so glad you said that. I was going to punch you.
Wow.
Everybody feels very visceral. It feels like you're all here.
I'm not.
Okay,
not
so
an ephemeral
we're physically here. So we've physically got through the lattice. But that's probably because the lattice wasn't created for us. It was created for the... let's face it. You can put as much chicken wire around a chicken coop as possible, but a humanoid's still going to get through. So, perhaps it's doing its job in part for Gatus, but we managed to slip through the holes.
Hey, there is one more worrying thing. That you are talking about Gatus from not a couple weeks ago outside of game, from just earlier today, maybe today. My key was the devil, and
Yes.
he apparently. Do you reckon this factory is sort of the argon he was looking for?
The argon that Asmodeus was looking for.
Hey, because he sort of be like, "You've shown me where the argon is," and we were like, "No, we fucking didn't." But now we know there's argon here.
But that still means that a devil has to make his way up to the upper planes through the lattice that we barely managed to get through.
Aye.
But here's the other question. How did Gatus get the argon core from the material plane past the lattice,
wheelbarrow.
unless the lattice hadn't been made? A wheelbarrow.
Bummer.
Just
Fair.
walking up the tree.
Oh, I'm so
That's-
confused. Is Gatus a chicken in this analogy?
His physical entity is a chicken, but
I-
his ephemeral perverted nature is a fox.
I I feel like it's to do with the size of.
Be fair.
I think that Gatus and Asmodeus are like big things trying to get through.
Oh, your mic's gone down.
And I could what he was talking about.
Could understand what he was saying.
Yeah.
From the fact that he was doing
I got
this.
your vocal vibes. I understand what you're talking about.
I wouldn't do that regularly
No.
on a video.
Unless he's bringing up the pervert. Are you bringing up the pervert again? Is that going to be the
Stick my finger in it.
The ephemeral pervert?
Right. Okay,
So
but
what? Okay.
that's fine. My point is, how the fuck do we get Lugus to ascend and then get home?
Well-
Quite quickly.
Fine.
It has to be something to do with the factory, but
Hey,
surely
yeah.
we need to wait for FOMO for this one.
Major FOMO.
Yeah, major, maybe
Major
potentially ex-military elder Homo. He goes by at the moment.
And we have to fight we have to fight him so that he will respect us enough to
Tell us stuff.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking.
As you say the
I
word
just-
fight, you see a lot of the Kraggles just go. Ooh, 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 ooh.
No, put your fucking knuckles down. Jesus doesn't it?
I'm getting
Right.
weird
Well,
vibes.
let's just wait for the may or may not be an army major, and let's hope that he has some more answers, so that we're not. Because at the moment, I just feel like we're just throwing ideas out there and theorizing and what have you, which is good, but we've got someone that could potentially give us more concrete solutions.
Concrete, I agree.
You know, keep it all like, you know, make
Plus
him
the
of
rocks.
granite.
Yeah, no. Aye.
It is.
And then I'm
This,
just going to go back to sipping my chocolate milk.
yeah, it is at this
Honestly.
point that you will see a strange-looking Kraggle walk through the door.
Oh, hello.
This chap here.
This gang.
Hasn't got a face.
And he'll
Oh,
just go-
I don't like that.
Oh, he's bloody.
Good day.
Where is voice coming from?
Hello, my name is Eccles. Hey,
Eccles?
Eccles. That's
Eccles?
Eckles. Eccles.
Your common's a bit rough there, friend.
Maybe. Major Pomo, Elder Pomo requests your presence.
That's
We will happily go, I guess.
lead away, kind sir. I assume.
Would you like to go the long way or the short way?
What are
The short way.
Then you're gonna have to fight me for it.
I cast Eldritch Blast.
Julius, please hit him.
Do you cast Eldritch Blast, Lugus?
I mean, fuck it.
Fuck it. Boom. Eccles versus Lugus. Roll initiative.
Am I still on my? Can I be on my mage hand, or have I sat down?
I'd say you're pretty sat down. But if you want to go ahead and cast your Eldritch Blast first of all, and you'll see Eccles puts up into this sort of old school boxing style fight as he takes his stance.
Okay. How close was I to him?
About 5 feet. Yeah, you're with it. Well, I'll say 10 feet.
I was about thank
Yeah,
you for.
I'll
not
give you
doing
your
disadvantage.
5 feet.
Okay. T. Eldritch. Let's see. Here we go. None.
Okay.
18.
Bear with me just
Ooh, I
a
like
second,
that.
then.
Like, never seen that before.
Bing!
Roll a D100 for me, please.
On it, boss. 81.
Go, Lugus, go.
Pew! In the face.
Okay. You will all hear a large, I don't really know how to say this, fart that emanates from Lugus. It is audible from 300 feet away as you cast your Eldritch Blast, which does miss, by the way. Anything else you'd like to do?
I'm just going to look to my friend groups. That was not me. That is physically impossible of a sound to exit my 11-inch tall body.
I think that I think that where the sound emanated from would greatly disagree with that.
Maybe lay off. What? Don't eat what I eat. I don't think you'll build for it.
No, I'd like to work. Is there a wall I can climb? How high is the ceiling in this?
I'd say the ceiling's about 10 foot high.
Sure, yeah,
You're in the
use my
side of a cliff, essentially.
Oh, neat. Oh, yeah, I'll climb up.
All right,
I'm
cool.
allowed, mate.
Yeah, you can sort of scamper on up. End your turn?
Thing. I would have mage armor cast on me, by the way. It just did not.
Yeah, no worries. You've climbed high enough that Eccles will just use his turn to just try and jump at you, and he's just swinging. And he can't reach you, because Kraggles can't jump very high. And he looks kind of sad, but you hear him sort of going, "Get down here, you damn varmint! Come on, fight me, 1-on-1." It's back over to you, dude.
Okay, sorry, Eccles. This is sort of my style of fighting. I'm very much more of a ranged individual. Come on, you can improvise. Throw shit.
Well,
Look past your weaknesses, Eccles. I believe in you.
is anyone else
Okay.
lagging, or is it just me?
No, don't be flagging.
I think Discord's doing a fucking shit beat. Alright,
Yeah.
anyway, yeah, it's your turn, Lugus.
I hope he heard my encouraging statement,
Alright,
and I will attempt another Eldritch Blast.
yeah, go for it.
Chow, bam.
That'll hit, roll
24.
damage.
Okay, this is boom.
Nice.
15 max damage.
15.
And I get 2 shots now.
You certainly do.
Boom.
Roll, roll your D100 for me as well, and roll damage for that. That
okay.
hits.
How many times am I going to shit myself? Max damage again, I think. That was that. Okay, no. 80. If that's another fart, I'm going to punch.
No, illusory butterflies and flower petals flutter in the air within 10 feet of you for the next 60 seconds.
Oh! It's... Oh! Adam knows a thing Lucas doesn't. 14 points of force damage.
Yeah, and you'll see it's just sort of just into this rock. He just goes, "Hey, that's a good hit. Well done."
Thank you.
He's going to chuck a rock at you.
We're here.
Now get back here. Come on now.
Struggle through rock.
There's a
very hard.
14 will miss with your mage armor, won't it?
That will miss. My AC would be 17.
Oh, god damn it, I've missed. Over to you, Lucas.
Yeah, I'm just going to fucking keep on raining it down.
Yeah, sure. You'll get him with one more, so just make one more Eldritch Blast.
Okay.
Or maybe not. That'll miss.
Second one.
That'll hit. That'll just
we're here.
hit.
Oh, got the edge of him.
Is there more wild magic that happens?
Yeah, roll a D100.
I think I know. Oh, I rolled 2d100s just because I like it.
I'll take your first one.
81 again. No, take 40, please. It's different.
Oh yeah, what was the first one? 81. Oh, I'll take the 40.
No.
Yeah, I'll take the 40.
Yeah, take the 40. I don't want to fight again.
Yeah, that would be a fart. You regained 2d10 hit points, but I believe you're at full health
neat.
anyway.
I'm already healthy.
Yeah.
Pew, pew.
And with that, would you like to describe how you put Eccles, you essentially dismantle Eccles with an Eldritch Blast?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I think over the course of all the blasts I'm shooting at all the different knees, working my way up, and the final one, boom, knock his head off.
And the head will just run, go, oh, okay, you've proved your point. Well done. You've earned my respect, material plane thing. Put my head back on and we'll take the long way. That was a trick.
What?
Yeah.
There's not a short way?
No,
Also,
you
fun
want...
fact, fun fact, Eccles, I'm native, in a way.
Oh, are you? Oh, you're that brush-tail fella.
Indeed.
I've lost a lot of money because you're real. Oh, well.
I apologise.
Oh, quite all right. Don't you worry about that. And yeah, as if you reassemble Eccles, he will lead you through the town.
I'll do it telekinetically. I was about to make a reference, but I don't think you'll get it.
Maybe not.
I mean, have any of you played the sort of Lego games?
No.
The
Oh,
Lego
yeah,
games.
where they go...
Yes, I know exactly what you mean.
Yeah, I was just like...
Yeah.
Where sort of, yeah.
Yeah, my son plays it. I see. I know what you mean.
I love the Lego games.
And you will be led throughout this town. And as you are, you'll be taken down these winding sort of pathways, and these they sort of lead up, and then they'll lead down, they'll lead back on themselves. It's almost like a winding maze, but it is quite intuitive. And you will pass various vendors, and you look up, and they've got items that you're familiar with. So some of them will be selling weaponry, some of them will be selling sort of alchemist supplies like potions and things like that. Anything that they seem to have salvaged from the material plane or elsewhere. So you do see things that are right. But Lugus, as you sort of walk past, you see sort of a potion merchant, sort of an alchemist supply shop, and you see a red healing potion, sort of a blue healing potion. Roll a wisdom save for me.
Oh, this fucking pervert again.
It's the ephemeral pervert. He's spying on you.
Fuck off.
Come on, 16.
A 16. Yes. So yeah, you will see a sort of a red potion, a blue potion, and yeah. So as you sort of continue on, you will also see this sort of pathway that leads down, and you hear the faint sound of this very calm, gentle sort of waterfall coming from that area, and you get the sense that there's sort of almost like a pool down there or something. But he leads you sort of a fork in a road just off from that area, and he will lead you to... I don't really have a place for this. He will lead you to somewhere, a non-distinct place, and you will see this individual, with two people backing him up. And he will lend out his arm and he'll say, "Hello there. I am Elder Pomo. It is a pleasure to be in your presence, Lugus Brushtail, and friends who I am told is Flopsy, Hew, and the small one."
Great to meet you.
I'm the smallest out of the three of us.
Thank you, Elder. We've heard a lot about you, but it's a pleasure. Thank you
I
for your
hope you
service.
haven't heard a lot about me. I try to be quite secretive and stick to the shadows.
My kind of man.
Are you the pervert?
No, don't call him you.
No, I don't even know what that is.
It's a very endearing term.
Oh, take a seat,
not.
take a seat, and you'll see. Where you're at is kind of like an auditorium type deal, where he sat you all down. He's not obviously speaking to you, but he's just sort of sat next to you all. And he's got sort of this entourage with him. These two other elder-looking figures, all with different colour hairs. They look almost skinnier type of Kraggles, but they look more ancient type of Kraggles, like they maybe were the first of their kind.
So, the elder, maybe not Major Elder Pomo. What can you tell us?
Well, what would you like to know? This here is we don't really have a name for where you currently are. We just call it home.
Your microphone cut out at the end there.
This is called home.
I suggested Kraggleton, but that's not very original.
Now that's a good name.
Creative.
Shall we call it Kraggleton from now on? Yeah, I think we should. And you see Eccles behind him, very happy with that name.
Yeah, there was a couple things we were hoping to ask of you. Actually, personally, how old are you, Mr. Pomo?
How old am I? I can't even remember. Maybe 4 millennia old.
You wouldn't have. That's 4,000 years, Hugh. So you weren't sort of the present journey. So wait, but you wouldn't have the. That was a dumb question.
So the cataclysm would have happened, and then 1,000 years ago they would have started creating Argon units here, at which point the first slag would have been created, which would have created you guys, right?
It would have created the first of us, yes. I'm not the first. I'm the third. There are ones that have been older than me.
Are they around anymore?
Not anymore.
I thought you're really, because from what I've heard, your race are rather resilient creatures.
We're resilient, but when it comes to Argon, that has the tendency to wipe us out for good.
I can
So
see why
you're made of Argon, so Argon destroys you.
Yes.
Maybe it's because they're a less refined piece, maybe sort of like overloads them or something, or equivalent.
Now, Lugus, this is your home.
Hey, yeah, it's definitely different from what I remember. That was what I was gonna ask about. Is just, could you point us towards this factory we've been hearing about so much?
I'm not too sure what you mean about a factory. I think you're describing the Argon core itself.
And the sort of building it's in, I assume.
It's not so much in a building, it's almost in a crater in the ground. Just exposed.
Nothing safer than a crater.
In a crater, that usually means impact, explosion,
man-made
hole.
Man-made hole. Yes. I'm not sure what you already know and what you don't. There's a man called Gaddis Cross.
We're familiar.
We're aware.
Are you familiar with what he is doing here?
I mean, apart from...
Is he like
making robots?
Like an army? Is it an army that he's making?
He's building an army.
Oh, lovely.
We get the sense he's planning to invade your world.
Yeah, we kind of got that impression when he spoke to us.
Yeah, and yeah.
We often send scouts out to that part of our region. It's a part of the region, as you can see, it's corrupting what you know and love. This is obviously a lot different than you remember, Mr. Brushtail. It's corrupting our land. But your land does still exist. The corruption just hasn't reached that part of it yet.
My land? Oh.
Yes.
So,
The town you're from, it still exists.
that's... Well, thank you. I was feeling a bit pessimistic. I'd assumed. So it's not. So it's taken a while. Then I assume. I thought after this long it would have corrupted the whole place, but if it...
No. This is a big place. It's taken a long time for it to become what it is, but Gatus is destroying this land.
Well, we can't have that, can we?
No. But understand that we do not like the man as much as you, but understand that if it wasn't for him, we wouldn't even exist. So, there is that conundrum that we have.
I mean, it's, if the Aragon goes away, it's not... You won't stop existing.
I couldn't tell you, but I think I might.
Yes.
You see, when we regenerate, or when we just beat each other up for fun, it's the Argon that lets us bring ourselves back together. It's what lets us learn. We're just rocks, you know? We just, I guess it's the Argon within us that lets us live. Without Argon, I guess we don't live anymore.
Get rid of an Argon core. Like, it's a core. It's massive. And it's got boundless energy. You don't just get rid of that. You can't turn it off.
No, but I don't think you have anything to worry about getting rid of it. It's nearly fully depleted by now already.
He's created that many droids?
Yes.
Okay.
There are literal... There are hundreds of thousands of Argon droids.
Okay. Yeah, let's...
I'm going to look at Julius.
Your land is in peril. Your land is... If your land gets invaded by these machines, I'm afraid that you won't stop it.
That's why the gods.
The gods. Now where would they be?
Well, that's an excellent question. If you could give us an idea, that would be grand.
Oh, no, you see, we don't believe they even exist. No.
Well,
I mean,
you didn't think Lugus existed, but...
We know Tyr exists, but he's no god. You know,
No, I don't know. Last time we sort of met, he seemed pretty godly to me.
I mean, what's your definition of a god? I think to us, a god would be the Argon core. The gods that you describe, I could list Tyr and what are the others that you'd say? Raven Queen. I don't know.
Yeah.
Those type of entities, why they don't do anything, do they? Where are they? If they were gods, they'd be here. They'd be fighting. They'd be stopping the corruption of our land.
They kind of gave themselves up to create the lattice to stop Gatis from getting through.
Well, fat lot of good that did.
Well, it's kind of worked in part.
Maybe it did a lot. It did quite a lot for the stuff below the upper planes, I assume.
I guess so. We're not a very religious type of people, if you ask us. We get by just fine on our own.
I can tell.
Yeah. Now listen, I could answer your questions here for forever and a day. Why don't you just check out the place, make yourself comfortable, and yeah, we can catch up. Unless there's any pressing questions you've got right now. But we're planning on sending out another scouting party in tomorrow, most likely, and you're more than welcome to join them.
Well, I'm just wondering, what is Lugus supposed to do precisely?
Oh, beats me.
Gonna shoot. I don't know, the biggest, scariest thing I see.
I was going to say, do you have like some sort of ability that can destroy like hundreds of thousands of Argon droids, like in one shot?
mean, not right now, but it's a work in progress.
Oh, okay. I mean, like we were kind of hoping that you did. Like we got really hyped on this prophecy, and then decided it was not real. And I'll be honest, we thought you was like a 10-foot snake with a face. We weren't really sure what you were. We just sort of made up all these stories over time. It's incredible that you're just a normal Ratatosk.
Yeah, so I'm not as sort of juiced up on Tyr's magic than Primus, but
No, there's no reason to be sorry. It's us just, hey, time does wonders with the mind.
yeah.
Here's another question. What about the white-haired lady? What can you tell us about her?
The white-haired lady. Not a lot.
Do you know her name?
No.
What she looks like?
I know what she looks like.
Got white hair.
She's got white hair. She's evil. She's something that, we don't have a lot of info on her at all. She's an enigma. When we see her, she wants us to know that she knows that we see her. She shows up when she wants us to see her.
Wait.
So far, I don't think we're posing too much of a threat, which is probably why they haven't wiped us off the face of this plane yet.
Could she be the ephemeral? Because that's what sort of
Pervert.
Yeah.
A female
Maybe.
pervert?
Ephemeral female. You never know. Because
A feminine pervert.
A feminine pervert.
there's definitely there's definitely something going on here. There's been sort of inconsistencies in our environment. There's been just this. We've got the feeling of someone watching us. Could this be her influence?
I wouldn't know. You say inconsistencies? What do you mean?
I mean, it's just I've not tried it myself, but Flopsy, you had your whatever the fuck Julius bought.
Oh, yeah, so we tried that, liquid in the tavern, and I just really, really liked the vanilla milkshake, but then I just thought chocolate milkshake would be great, and then it changed.
You guys are on Summit crazy.
I think one of us is. It was strawberry flavour.
It wasn't strawberry. It was definitely vanilla, and then it went to chocolate. And, well, I can only even imagine what Julius tasted.
Well, he was sniffing gasoline.
Well, I'll tell you what, like I said, we're sending out some scouts tomorrow. You're more than welcome to join.
Scouts, where are you scouting?
We're scouting far north past the mountain that you see. We can take you up there, and you can get a vantage point, and yeah, you can see how far this extends.
Might not be a bad idea. Try and find out
Lay the
Yggdrasil.
land.
Oh, Yggdrasil, you'll see it. It won't be hard to miss.
It's rather
It's visible.
Oh,
I mean,
yes.
it's fucking massive.
The only reason
And
you
that's
can't
how
see it
you-
from here is because of the smog. That
But if we
that
do-
metallic
if we-
taste in your mouth, that's what you're tasting, that smog. Sorry, small little one, I interrupted you.
No, we were just like, we were both going, and then we both kept going at the same time.
No, that's it. Yeah.
Yeah, no, the thing that we taste is the smog. Okay, that's lovely. When we see the big tree, that's how we get back down, right? To like where we come from.
I guess I wouldn't know about that. Your friend Brushtail here should know all about that tree. That's not something that we can, not something that us Kraggles here have ever tried.
But you have relics from the material plane here. We've seen them sell.
Oh, we picked those. They're just scattered around. We've never been to the material plane ourselves.
Oh, so they're 5,000 years old. Those potions and weapons that haven't.
I couldn't tell you. They've preserved well if they have. But yeah, they're sort of just here. That's why we send out scouts. They're almost like scavenging parties at the same time.
Oh, okay, so when I first heard scouts, I assumed my brain was just imagining you sending out, you using the tree and going out to various places.
No, we don't use the tree.
No.
I have another question. Sorry, I'm being uncharacteristically erratic right now. I think I'm focusing on the wrong shard. But, the Brushtails, where did they go? Are they still here?
Well, they're not. Well, one of them's still here.
Who's
that?
Is that including me?
I guess two of them are still here.
Oh. I'm guessing it's the big man.
Which one?
I believe his name was Magnus Brushtail.
Are you sure? Are you up?
Yeah, that's what he told us his name was, Magnus Brushtail.
Magnus?
Aye, that's right, isn't it?
Yeah, that's... Which one? Yeah. Paladin.
If that's what you call the guy with big armor and a big old weapon.
I mean, that'd fit the description of about 3 of my brothers.
Yeah.
Also, I wouldn't call him big. He's just taller than me.
I believe the rest of them left this plane a long time ago.
Oh, so they didn't...
Survive this long?
I mean, unless they all found secret paths to immortality or are all teleported to the future.
Yeah, he beats me, but I'm staring at a well and alive Brushtail right in front of me.
Well,
That's true, but well, yeah.
Yeah.
Where is Magnus?
Aye, yeah, where is he?
That I do not know.
Oh,
Apologies, I might have actually insisted that he had died. He's very much still alive. In
okay,
some
no,
sense.
Now that's confusing me. So what do you mean in some? Is he like comatose? Is he like, I don't know, petrified? Is he?
He's petrified is probably a word for it. Yes.
What?
He's essentially one of us. A Kraggle.
Oh, he's a Kraggle.
Oh.
No.
Unfortunately, he's out on a scout at the moment. He said that you would never come, and he said that if you did, he didn't want to be here when you arrived. So he specifically chose today, the day when it was told to us that you would arrive, for him not to be here. Don't ask me why.
Do you have a way of contacting him?
No.
Oh, for God's
That
sake,
we
I
don't
mean,
really. We don't do spell. We punch stuff. Yeah, we're simple folk.
Wait, so were you always a Kraggle? Have there people who've always been Kraggles, or were you all sort of people before you became Kraggles? Were you like souls in the Argon?
I have no idea, but that's quite the theory.
Because we back for sort of when I was around, we had races of all shapes and sizes. We had us, the smaller ones, but we also had families of giants and Asimars.
And you will see, as you say that, this massive Kraggle just kind of like a storm giant. As he just wanders up through the town.
Does he get within my range?
No. This is far off in the distance.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. I would have said wooden, but right.
There's also, if you remember, there's currently a Kraggle, and you see him, and he's currently flying around in this chasm. Or what appears to be him flying around.
Flying Asimar?
Like an Asimar, like a winged celestial.
Or he could have been a Holophant. Could have been one of the Holophants.
Lugus, are all of these people? Like, are all of these people like celestials?
I'm beginning to think these might be the residents.
Well, that's quite a
Lugus.
theory.
Recycled.
Lugus. I don't mean to be like a downer, but do you remember when we were in that labyrinth and everyone was being eaten up by the Argon and they just kind of disappeared?
I saw it.
What happens? What about if they're being fed to the Argon, and then what is a Kraggle is the remainder of what is cast off that isn't required by the process? Maybe that's why Gattis was also feeding the bloody heroes that we were with in Neverwinter. Maybe that's what they're being used for?
Julius, make a wisdom saving throw for me, please.
No, leave me alone.
Leave it alone.
No. I haven't got one of you properly yet.
No one wants.
Let me see.
14. You see... Oh, do I share this with you privately? No. You see this flash just in front of you. Sort of, you're hearing these words sort of drone out. They're all having this conversation. And this flash, just for a minute second, of this female just flashes in front of you. And then...
Wait, I didn't see it.
It is...
White-haired lady!
Just like that. It just flashes in front of you just for a second, and then just
White woman jump scare.
Yeah, white woman jump scare. Yeah, very much so. Jump scare.
Julius will like fall like over slightly in his chair, and I like to put the bowl of stuff with him and just goes everywhere.
Oh,
Julius, what are you doing?
Holy shit! Did you guys just see that demon thing?
Demon thing? No,
No?
there's no demon here. I'm kind of in the middle of a revelation.
It was the white-haired woman, the white-haired lady, the white-haired...
The pervert.
Oh, God. You did...
now why is he going on about the white-haired woman all of a sudden?
Wait. What did he look like? What did she look like? Don't just say with white hair.
No, she had white hair and she had like glowing eyes and she looked like
Yeah, that's her.
Yeah.
Glowing eyes.
She looked pale skin and like she looked freaky. Not in a good way. In a bad way.
And where have you seen this individual?
Like she wasn't like standing in front of me or anything. I just saw a vision of her.
Okay, he'll turn to the sort of the two entourage people that he's got with him, and he'll just say, "Sound the alarm.
Wait, what?
We've got a problem." And they'll sort of rush off, and they'll dum, 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 dum. And you
Can
just
you explain?
well, I mean, if she's here, we don't want to be seen. Precautions.
Right. Okay.
She's bad.
She's bad.
If you-
What is she? Who is she?
We don't know. We just know that she's bad.
Do you normally like see like visions of her and stuff?
No. But we know when it comes. When she is spotted and you've never seen her and you're chatting about her, well, hey, I'm gonna try to protect this town and my people as best I can. She can do things, which is what I suspect
Like what?
she's doing to you.
Like what? Tell us more, because
Things
this is a
with
woman
your
that was
mind.
potentially. Okay, yeah, then that's good. She's the
Yeah,
the feminine pervert, right? Excellent.
Yeah, she's here.
If she knows you're here, you're all in grave danger, and so are we. You shouldn't have come here.
We were brought here.
We were brought here.
Blame Snow.
Fucking Snow. I'm gonna beat the piss out of that boy.
Hugh, you really need to know when to not give information.
Why?
He's already got everyone's money. Don't give people more reasons to pay.
But why are we in danger though? Why? We haven't done anything. She's gonna turn us into a Kraggle.
You have seen her, haven't you? She's not just somebody that you just, I don't know, just bump into on the side of the road and she holds a grudge. This is a thing of pure evil.
Yeah, I don't think she needs a reason to fucking kill people. If that's sort of the vibe I'm getting, sort of evil for the sake of evil.
We've had scouting parties go out 5, 6 at a time. Only one comes back. Their story's always the same. She annihilates the rest of them. like they're nothing. Now, I mean, we Kraggles, we're always up for a fight. But even in a one-on-one, we can't beat her. And obviously, it's against our nature to gang up on someone. Like, we never 2v1 or 3v1. It's always a 1v1. And by God, we've sent out the strongest of us, and they can't 1v1 her.
Julius,
Yeah.
what colour were her eyes? You said they were glowing?
Yeah, they were like glowing orange.
Oh, look at you,
Right.
Ollie.
Orange, like my eyes kind of glow sometimes.
I don't know, was it?
Yeah. Basically, everything in
Oh.
this campaign, kind of fucking orange.
Fucking
Yeah.
orange.
Like
Always
glowy
not
orange,
rude.
like everything.
They're
Like
orange as the
Argon
roofs of
orange.
Neverwinter.
Yeah. Fucking.
Yeah, like
I hate orange so much.
I don't know, burnt orange, cinnamon orange, fucking
That's
evil orange.
Argon,
Was what they were,
right.
okay.
Okay, so basically, what I'm getting is that she's infused with Argon. Then she's got Argon in her.
Did no one else see her?
No one else saw her. It's just you.
Hey, roll a
Hugh,
bit of
did you
wisdom.
see it?
Hugh.
No, no, not at all.
I was busy having a sort of revelation about where my people are.
Look, you guys do what you need to do. We'll catch up tomorrow. We'll send you out and we'll show you what we need to show you, and then you don't return here.
Okay.
But for tonight, the town is yours.
Okay.
Right.
Thank you. Pomo,
That's Elder Pomo.
Sorry, Elder.
Major
or
Pomo, whatever my name is.
Are you ex-military?
No.
Insight check, no. Okay, no.
Right.
Thank you. I'll... I'm really worried about what's going to happen to you now. I was worried before I had my revelation, but
But if they're just like a part of them, but so right, okay, let's go down the theory that they've been fed into the Argon core, and that is creating the cells of Argon droids, right? And what remains is the part of them that isn't required by the process. Surely at that point they are their own entity, right? It doesn't matter if the Argon core is there. I mean, it's almost depleted at this point. They are still themselves, just in a different body. Like, the way I'm kind of trying to describe it is like the Cybermen from Doctor Who.
I was more thinking of the fact that their original bodies are ash, destroyed. And it's only because they sort of have this culture of just murdering each other, which is very different, I hope, from what I remember. We weren't murdering each other before. I don't know when that's got wrong.
Bless you.
Excuse me.
That's
Like,
what
I'm
that's
just-
what WizSave will do.
I'm allergic to theories. Ugh.
Take your pills. I'm just worried this will sort of, I know, will turn them off. Like,
But why would it? Because they've basically been disconnected from their body this entire time. And let's face it, if we destroy the rest of the Argon core, their body is actually, well, their body is technically in a droid if we're going down that path. So they're still alive, I guess, just in a droid. I mean, we're dealing with a source of energy that no one has ever really understood, except for the bastard that is now fighting us with it.
It'll be a massive change.
But all I'm saying is it would explain why they were pulling the heroes into the Argon core in Neverwinter, or wherever the fuck we were.
He's
Because
thinking he's trying to weaponize them.
I think he's trying to take souls of powerful beings infusing them with argon and then putting what is required into this army. He's making an army of cyber people.
Oh no. If we start hearing these things chant delete, I'm going to have to run away.
Made the
And then-
Cybermen. Why have I made the Cybermen?
And then the bits that are like maybe too human or too individual, they're cast off and they're the slag. And that's what we have left. Right? Does that make sense? I think that makes sense.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Aww. It makes sense to me, Flopsy.
You guys are too fucking good at this game, man. Stop.
Where's my heroic
You've
inspiration,
already got it. That's why I haven't given you any.
Do I?
Yeah.
Do I?
Yeah.
No, I don't.
Oh, you did when I checked it. Do you not? Oh, all right.
Doesn't have anything.
You can have heroic. I'll tell you what, everyone get heroic inspiration.
Right.
Have another one.
Definitely don't deserve this, but hey, why not?
No. It is a group effort.
And what I'm thinking is that this female, this white-haired woman, she is perhaps,
General?
I don't know. Well, I think she's like me. I think she's been infused with argon. She can eat it, she can take it in. But she's taken it into a whole new level that I have not even tried.
Okay.
And I'm not interested in trying, just to put that out there. I kind of like the way I am. Thank you very much.
So is that on a mission? Just beat this lady, do whatever we can with the Archon core, and then hopefully all these people remain, alive, conscious, regain their original selves.
I don't think they're necessarily going to regain it, but at the very least, it'll
Like,
stop
I'm
others from...
Give me a little hope.
Well,
I'll take a
I
tiny
mean,
bit lightly
they've-
if you need to.
sorry, I come from a place with very little hope anyway. I'm more of a pragmatist. I do apologise. I'll shut up.
Again, just lie to me if you need to.
Can I start focusing? The chaotic part of this shard is like shit. Can I focus on life instead?
Yeah, you feel this sense of calming.
There you go.
Hang on, the first one of these Kraggles was like 4,000, 5,000 years old, right?
Older than that. This Kraggle that you're speaking to was 4,000 years old. There was some that was older than him.
So he's been making this army for 5,000 years.
Well, if he is the third Kraggle, and the other two are dead because of argon, perhaps the argon core was brought up here before the cataclysm, and he was trying to refine the process first. Then the cataclysm happened, and then he had a load of fucking free time because he's basically been an ascended being for millennia. And that's why now the process is daily, because daily he's now refined the process. He knows exactly what he's doing. He knows how many he wants. It happens like that. Whereas before he was having to try it out and research and give it a go until it actually did function.
God's sake.
Big fucking army though, right?
I mean, like, correct me if
yeah,
I'm wrong, but how would he have brought the Argon core up here before the cataclysm? Because I thought
Wheelbarrow.
the cataclysm. Yeah, but I didn't fucking use a. Fuck you, Andy.
Well, before the cataclysm, based on the stories that I've read, based on the information that we've got, Gattis was bad before the cataclysm.
Hey.
And he was in preparation for a world-ending cataclysm well before the cataclysm happened. So it makes sense that he was... I mean, if I remember rightly, the 4 heroes had actually already tried to defeat him. The 5 heroes, technically, because there was a 5th one, had tried defeating him before, and that 5th one died. So he'd been putting his plans into motion for at least a decade before the cataclysm happened.
I didn't think about his access to the roots. He could have.
But he was their biggest researcher. He was the one that was pioneering Argon technology. So he was the one with the most access. He was the one with the most knowledge.
Why is Argon even a thing? Oh, lordy lord.
Julius.
So it makes...
Carry on speaking. Just make a perception check for me, Julius.
No.
So it makes sense
You know, creepy lady.
that... It makes sense that he took one to experiment on, and then when he figured out that, he then went back and basically tried to destroy the other one to start off the plan. But the plan went awry when the 4 heroes got in the way.
Dim.
I think I need to try something.
Oh yeah, is it your ethereal?
No, I think... Look, so, do you remember when I said that there was a creepy gremlin voice that spoke to me? Like a while ago, like when I... Well, it wasn't the same as the dead. And we know that Gattis isn't dead. And he sounded very similar. There's kind of like an echo when they're dead. When they're not dead, it feels more solid.
It's similar to message and my telekinetic speech.
Yeah, precisely. So I'm wondering if that might have been someone ascended. I think I need to try and...
One of the heroes?
Possibly. I think I need to try and connect with one of them. See what I can do. I don't know if I can roll a nat 20 again, but we can try it.
Give it a go.
I mean, I know what I'm looking for now. Maybe the DC's lower.
Yeah, and you don't have a lattice to get through.
That's also true.
Very good point.
Julius, you hear the sounds of ding, da, ding, ding, ding. Woo,
Sorry?
You see over yonder. There's what you can over yonder that you can only describe as what you would know in Faerûn as a casino.
A what?
A casino.
A what?
A casino.
Oh no.
Oh no. Don't give yourself alcoholism and a gambling addiction.
I can only have one vice at a time. Does it look like it fits in with the Kraggle architecture?
Well, all you see is sort of this front, and they've made like this sort of these stone pillars. And they've got sort of these lanterns out front that strobe on and off. And there's Kraggles out the front just going.
God.
Here's a question then. Do I think that this casino is actually there? Or...
Oh, it's definitely there.
It was definitely
It's
there.
definitely there, yeah.
Okay.
I didn't intend for this session to just be a piss about, but that's like if you guys want to do the story, that's cool. That's cool.
Is he just sad because we'd never went to his werewolf casino?
I'm so sad about the casino.
He just copy and paste into a different campaign.
Hey man, that's what did. That's the DM life. Darren, when something doesn't fit, you take it into another campaign.
I will shoehorn it in elsewhere.
Yes.
Control V, turn all dogs to rock, enter.
This place is fucking nuts.
Yes. And Major Pomo, whatever his name is, Elder Pomo.
Major FOMO.
Why are you guys still here? I don't know. Look, just silver lining. Go have fun. Go enjoy yourselves.
Oh, okay.
In the casino.
Oh, the casino.
There's a casino?
Oh, you think you're lucky?
Not especially.
Oh, well, all right. Well,
I think I'm lucky.
just remember, the
no.
house always wins.
Can I do like a probably very difficult history thing on Mr. Elder,
Yeah.
Captain Pomo?
Demoted.
What were you?
Would I be able to sort of I'm trying to sort of from his sort of
I know
character and personality, trying to attack who was he?
I know what you're trying to do, and
Yeah.
because you know what you know, I'm going to let you roll for it. I'll let you roll. Yeah, history.
Okay, not. Can I roll persuasion on you to make it an insight check? Okay, no.
I was considering insight, so yeah, insight or history. Either one, your choice.
I'm going to subtly guidance myself.
I'll tell you something different depending on what you roll. So.
Okay.
Roll high. Roll high.
I meant between history or insight. One of them.
Oh, okay. Ooh, 21.
So that's 21 insight. Okay. Yeah, it's pretty high. Kind of familiar. Yeah.
Is it human is?
And I doubt it's a very different accent to human ears.
Oh no! I've been found out.
Yeah, I didn't. Who did I give an American accent to?
Don't above the table. Even I don't know who this one is. All right, you figured it out. All right. Yes, you get the sense that this is probably someone you know.
Yeah. But it wasn't one of the people in the sesh.
Maybe not. I didn't think that too deep into it like that.
Because the only American one I had was that very flirty diva.
Above the table, these guys were created before your session. Yeah. So
yeah.
It could be someone. It could be someone. It could be not. It's familiar to you.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Like there he is.
I mean.
So yeah, I think that's a good place where we'll end our session.
Good day.
So yeah, I hope you all had fun uncovering the mysteries that you all. I don't know. I thought they were mysteries that I lay out like this. You guys are just too good at this game, man. But
Did we figure it out too quickly? Did we figure it out
You
too
always
fast?
figure it out too quickly. I need to get more secretive or something. I need to get better. This is a me problem. No, I think it's absolutely fantastic, and I love the way you guys are playing this. This is amazing.
Maybe it's just an indication of.
Hmm?
Yeah, thanks, Ed.
Yeah. So we'll end it there, and we shall see everybody next time. But as always, one of those cringy waves, and a goodbye to Vicky's mum.
Bye, Vicky's mum.
Bye, Mum.
Bye.
She's just come out of hospital, so she needs good.
Oh, Vicky's mum, I hope you're feeling better. And
All the best.
all the best.
Much love.
Much love. And good night. Bye-bye.